Bell Media.
Main Street in Moose Jaw all decked out for the holidays, and Santa arrives. The parade is Saturday night. The sign might say Team Jones, but there isn't a Jones in sight. With Jennifer Jones celebrating the birth of her daughter, another youngster is steering the ship, Caitlin Laws. And the change in roles hasn't changed a thing. It's business as usual. 2 wins on day one has Jones in the driver's seat. But now, another undefeated team awaits. Stefanie Lawton's crew from Saskatchewan has felt right at home so far. 3 straight wins has them on top of the leaderboard. So will it be Laws or will it be Lawton? Draw 5 starts now. On a chilly Thursday afternoon, we are in Moose Jaw at Mosaic Place for our continuing coverage of the Capital One Canada Cup. Now this morning in the 4th draw, women's play went to an extra end. Stefanie Lawton from Saskatchewan against Chelsea Carey from Winnipeg, and Lawton forced to draw the lid with her final stone. And it's a beauty as Lawton goes on to pick up the win, make the final 6-5, and she now sits top of the table with 3 straight wins. Jennifer Jones at 2-0, and Chelsea Carey along with Kathy Overton-Clapham still looking for their first wins. As on this Thursday, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to our continuing coverage. Linda Russell alongside. So 2 undefeated teams about to take to the ice here in Moose Jaw. And for Stefanie Lawton, it's just a continuation, this great start of what has been a really terrific Bonspiel season.
They're so consistent. It's the type of team, you don't know where the weakness is. They draw well, as you just saw Stefanie win the game, but draw on the button. Best hitting skip, I think, in the country, maybe the world. But all 4 of them, the percentages are high. Lawton has to play awfully well to win this event, but they're going to.
You know, it's interesting. She's only qualified and represented the province 2 times, despite all her success. It is in the provincial playdowns where she seems to stumble. Well, ho-hum. No Jennifer Jones. Caitlin Laws moves up, and they look just fine. Thank you.
Had a great Bonspiel season, really. Caitlin doing a beautiful job of skipping, but yesterday it looked different. Caitlin struggled a bit with the tricky ice, couldn't get in the hack and park the shots. Stefanie Lawton, look at that superb scoring for and against, and a great percentage, but Caitlin really struggled. High scoring, they got the break, so they got the wins, but 54%. She really needs to recover from a bad day yesterday.
So it's likely to be a truer test for Caitlin Laws and Team Jones as they meet Stefanie Lawton.
Definitely is different. I never really thought that I would be getting back into skipping, but with Jen having her baby this year, we kind of had to take a different role, and it's been a really good experience. The girls, I mean, they make my job so easy. Dawn and Jill are wonderful front-end players, and so I'm comfortable out there. And Kevin Kirsten helped me out. She has such a calming influence that I feel like it's not something completely out of the norm.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
There's a feeling in the air.
It's the longest-running, most celebrated women's sports championship in this country. Watched intently by millions of Canadians each year. And the best view is the live view. Everything you'd never see on TV is now yours in 2- or 3-day mini packs, priced from just $89. Don't miss the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in Kingston.
You wanna live it life. Get out of here.
Hey, ever feel like your workday's never done? Newsflash, if you're driving a pickup, it's not. Because the second you're off the clock, you're dragging the dunk tank to the Fall Fun Fest. F-150 with EcoBoost to the rescue. It delivers the best combination of towing and fuel economy. So you get the power to do all the heavy lifting, and you won't get soaked at the pump. No other truck's hitting that. Step right up. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
Welcome to Transamerica, where together we're transforming tomorrow.
Your husband put this all together when Emma was born.
He was an amazing man.
This is for you. It's all paid off.
And this is for Emma.
So where do you think she'll go?
Anywhere she wants.
We're making people a more secure tomorrow. What can we make with you? Transamerica. Transform tomorrow.
Mary Dobbin has been curling for 3 weeks. She has never really been accurate. But on the last rock of the last end of her Monday Night Women's League, she makes her first raise to the button on purpose. Yeah, that's right. She called it, she made it. And today, for this one moment, Mary Bullseye Dobbin feels like a pro. What will your great moment be?
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know, never believe it's not so.
Believe it. Tim Hortons French Vanilla Cafe Mocha and Latte. Just $1 each till December 9th. Try our new Peppermint Mocha Latte today.
Why do the Children's Miracle Network and Hasbro trust Duracell to power their donated toys? Duralock Power Preserve. It locks in power for up to 10 years in storage. Guaranteed. Duracell with Duralock. Trusted everywhere.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best. By Tim Hortons' irresistible new Peppermint Mocha Latte. And by Ford. Go further.
Well, just 4 sheets in play for this Thursday afternoon, not the usual 5. And there you see, Sherry Madaw lost again this morning, tries to right the ship, and our feature game is on sheet C right in the middle. And then you've got Stoughton trying to make it 3 straight ones, and Kevin Martin a second loss, and John Epping tries to rebound after his loss. Glenn Howard, when was the last time you saw him at 0-2? So it is Stefanie Lawton against Team Jones, skipped by Caitlin Laws. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years. They are out of the Granite Curling Club, the team of Stefanie Lawton. And from the St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg, it is Team Jones, skipped by Caitlin Laws. Make a note of the third. That's Kirsten Wall, who won 4 Ontario championships, playing with Sherry Madaw, and the familiar Dawn Askin and Jill Officer round out the side. And it will be Caitlin Laws and her team that will have the last rock in this opening end against Stefanie Lawton. Now we understand there's just been a little bit of a delay here before we get it underway. I find it interesting, you know, that you were talking about Caitlin Laws, Linda. When you look back at her career as a junior and having done so well there as a 2-time Canadian junior champion in 08 and 09, this transition for me seems to be, well, seamless. Although it is women's play, it's really been seamless for her.
Yeah, it's definitely, she's a wonderful player and a wonderful thrower of the curling stone. She skipped beautifully in junior. She's a terrific third now. The one skill that Russ and I think had as skips was you call the shot, you go down to throw it, and at the hack you park everything about the shot. You don't analyze anymore, you don't worry about it, you just throw. And the tricky ice yesterday seemed to plant some doubt in a lot of people's minds, not just Caitlin, but that seemed to be a problem for her, Vic.
Kathy Gauthier joining us from Ice Level. Your thoughts on Caitlin Laws?
Well, I talked to Caitlin before the game, and one of the things that she's really found is similar to Linda with the parking it, but the challenge has been the weight. She's used to judging weight from being on top of the stone, so seeing it, that gives her a different perspective. Now she says she's seeing the rocks coming at her. She's having a harder time to judge the weight, but also for herself, feeling that it's playing into her own ability to fine draw weight.
Now, one of the bonuses, of course, is that Team Jones, as the defending champion of this event, have already earned their place in the curling trials to be played in Winnipeg next December. And those trials, of course, will determine who will represent Canada in Sochi. The other team that has already clinched a place out of this event, or prior to getting here, of course, is Heather Nedowin. So other teams here, including Stefanie Lawton, the big prize beyond the $14,000. If someone like Stefanie Lawton should win this, she would get her ticket into those curling trials. So Stefanie Lawton has arrived, and we are ready to go. She'll put the brush down. It will be Stefanie Lawton playing the red stones. It'll be Team Jones playing yellow, and Jones will have the last rock. Caitlin Laws and her team will have the last rock here in this opening end of play.
I gave it a bit. It's out there. It's out there. Go hard. Go hard. Nice, guys.
So Stefanie Lawton just coming off a win, but not that long ago. That's the one thing about these events where you have a different schedule than the other team. And Stefanie just coming off the ice, they would have had to have a bite to eat and try to relax for a moment and then regroup for this game. And that's actually not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, they went extra end also, Linda, so they were the minimum amount of time to recover here. Obviously, it's after a win, you tend to recover. The food tastes better for sure. But this is a tight turnaround for sure. They lost hammer already, and they're going to have to be sharp right out of the gate. Jones, as we all know, is a tough team.
And Dawn Askin struggled a bit yesterday. Back to that analysis of draw weight being a problem for a lot of people. It included Dawn Askin yesterday. But she's one of those players you don't expect that to last long. You expect her to gather it together today.
She's the best lead I've ever seen in ladies curling. She really is. And that's a blimp on the radar to have a slow start in the first two games.
Well, what is the game plan these two teams just might use? Let's find out now. It's brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
I think for Stefanie Lawton, she likes the open play at times. Keep it open earlier in the end, but pressures Caitlin Laws by setting it up with Sherry Anderson. For Caitlin Laws, well, you want to set it up early and take a little pressure off yourself. If you're struggling with draw weight, they have to leave you a bigger path, a bigger area in the house to draw to. So that's up to the front three on Caitlin Laws' team to do that job.
I think so too.
A little miscue right there from Stefanie's opposition. Dawn Askin coming into the rings with that guard. And then we just said she's been struggling. That's something we rarely see her do.
Almost never. Caitlin's going to play it a little defensively, and I noticed detected a little bit of strategy difference with Jennifer Jones holding the broom. The barn door is open immediately. They go right after at every end against every team and try to apply pressure. That seems to be the strategy of the team when they're all intact, is to put as much pressure as they can on the opponent until they crack. And I think Caitlin in the first three games has kept it a little simpler. Not really simple, but she's waited for a few of her chances.
Just a point for me as we watch the Lawton second, Sherry Singler. Okay, Lawton does not have last rock. She's got one on the edge on that side. They're playing to the middle. Why not go all the way over to the other side and split the house?
Yeah, you could. You really could, Vic, and try to force the single. That would not be wrong. Have as much separation as you can. I think what they're hoping for here is a rollout again, and they also know this path better. The odds of making this shot are much better than going over to the wing. But that would not be wrong to separate them.
That's good, Chip.
To write that down, Vic was right.
Now, it's the first time today, I tell you. Because somebody from the North Pole is really still ticked off at me.
You've got that Santa Claus parade correct now, do we?
It is. Santa Claus parade is Saturday night at 7 o'clock here in Moose Jaw, right down Main Street.
You checked with the elves?
I did.
Okay.
Gave it a little. Back eight.
You know, Vic, you were talking about that choice that Stefanie made of drawing to the middle in club play. This is why I'm speaking to you over there, Vic. Some skips don't call that shot to the wings because they're afraid the player won't make it, and they'll leave an easy, perhaps, corner guard out front or a rock to freeze to. So sometimes in club play or other kinds of competitions you won't see it, but in this level of play they've practiced, they should know the path, they should be able to split the house no problem.
I don't mind firm.
That's why your skip doesn't give you the corner the shot to the wing, just in case you were wondering.
Caitlin realizing it's getting late to blank, tried to freeze one on there, and the theory being once you freeze it close, it forces the Lawton team to remove all the rocks, including their own, and then you can blank the end. But now that they bounced off, there's a chance to sit three.
Way over. Okay, that's good.
This is where I think is the underrated part of the Lawton team. perfect roll there, Linda, to stop a pocket. If those two rocks stay close together, Caitlin's team freezes in there and makes the next shot for the Lawton team very difficult. They rolled perfect. Makes it that much easier for the next shot.
I think Stefanie has a weapon in her second. Both of these teams do at the second position with hits and rolls. They're very accurate. Jill Officer in this case and Sherry Singler in the case of Stefanie Lawton. And both skips, Caitlin, because of her junior skipping experience, are good about angles and rolls.
Yep. Where? Gotta go. Hey, up into it. Line's great. Really
Real good line here.
Hard.
It's deep enough.
Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Hard. Go, 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 go. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Good brush. Nice throw, Joe.
We talk about kinds of ice and what sorts of shots are good on that kind of ice. Freezes are actually a little tricky on this ice with the stones. Caitlin trying to make it well and keep it on one side of the stone, but with the aggressive stones in this ice, especially going to the wings and the curl, it's hard not to get that final little break past the nose of the rock you're trying to freeze to, and that one went just past.
Yep, hard. Real hard, quick. Whoa. Whoa.
Smart move here. Try to get rid of the back red, yellow and the red. Get it over there so there's no pocket.
That's good, Sherp. 4.5 for good job.
Not quite what they wanted there. They're hoping to get to the nose, and now there's going to be a little bit of a wall, possible chance to jam a rock.
A wall for Kirsten Wall.
Wow.
And she's fit in beautifully too. It's not easy to step onto a very good team and find your role, and she's done just that. Caitlin did have one event where she played third, and Kathy King actually came in and skipped, but most of the time this Bonspiel season, this has been the lineup, and they've done very well with it.
And, you know, Kirsten continues to live in the Toronto area. She's a technician at Credit Valley Hospital, so you, as so many players do, practice on your own and then just meet up for the Bonspiel.
It's really changed over the years, hasn't it? You used to get all 4 players together and you played Tuesday night and Wednesday night and threw rocks together, but the teams are from so far away to put all the all-stars together to make these world-class teams.
It's a little bit of a change too, because most provinces and territories no longer have a need for residency within their province or territory. You can live anywhere within that area and still play together. Of course, Kirsten is a spare in this case. And a jam. There's what they wanted.
We waited a long time to brush that. We've talked about how it's a little bit peaked in the middle. Once that crosses the line, it goes. Sherry'd like that one back.
Sorry, Sherry, that's my fault.
No, I
You like that?
I called them off with my hand because
Yeah, that's fine. Same weight? Or you want a little less?
No, I think it's fine.
Because that was back 12.
And a belated happy birthday to Kirsten. Had her birthday on Tuesday.
a little less. I think we can go early.
Yeah, you gotta go early. Hard one.
We just talked about it. Once it grabs the line, it'll really curl here. Trying to keep it on the inside of this red one, it's going to over curl.
I think she talked herself out of the weight a little bit in the hack too. She was talking about how maybe she should pull a little off it and maybe also pull a little bit too much off of it.
Just a soft release, I think.
Roll, flop a bit. Yeah.
There's this here too, and it goes through that way.
But is that just going to jam then?
Not if you just kind of nose this guy and you push it back, right? But I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I think that roll if you can roll to there, okay, is maybe better.
Well, that's an easy double though, is it not?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you roll to there,
okay,
she's got to put right.
Yeah, let's go.
Either that or dead nose.
Yeah.
You know, kind of just to get second.
Normal.
Playing the swingy turn again. We just watched Sherry's over curl and the freeze over curl. Krista,
Oh yeah.
keep your weight up a little bit here.
Quite as much as we thought it would, but
Thought about hitting it, but
okay. Try to get a little roll over.
What way do you throw
to
it?
center there. Normal. Okay. So is she firm on her first?
Yeah.
She was? Okay, then I'll be a solid.
Okay.
stones here in the first. Now just flop over and sit. Oh, exactly where she wanted to put it.
That's the weapon in this team, I really think, for the women's skips. I don't think there's anybody better at making that type of shot.
First game in this event, Stefanie struggled a little bit with that in-turn, but now you see that fluid motion, and you could tell it was a good throw because it did not curl early. She panicked a little bit when she first released it. It never made that big move because it was so beautifully thrown.
She's used to them curving early.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the way her arm's nice and relaxed. Her throwing arm's bent, and she's got a nice extension. Keeps that lots of rotation.
She can still make it tough for us.
I like just a 10.
Well, this is an interesting matchup. Two Ontario teams, John Epping from Donalda in Toronto and Glenn Howard from Coldwater at 0-2, Kathy.
He is, and for John Epping on his final stone facing 3, he was trying to play the hit and roll, but he rolled right out of the house, and so this is a draw for 3 here in 1.
Pretty good. Whoa. Whoa.
To the 8-foot.
Yeah.
And that'll be 3 for Glenn Howard, looking to win his first.
Good end, boys. Good job. That's quick there.
Game that features Glenn playing his son.
Okay, that really,
Yeah. Good girl.
Mike McEwen, we watched earlier today in an extra end, beat John Epping to go to 3-0. Jeff Stoughton is on the ice. Kevin Cooey got a slow start, but then eventually beat Brad Gushu, who is now 0-3.
Because where are you going to draw it to?
Yeah, I don't see anywhere. What do you like?
Do you like just the plain pick? That was my initial reaction.
Yeah,
What do you like?
I guess so. I think that's the best.
Like, I don't know where else do we go. We can't play it otherwise.
I guess if I do end up missing this one, I'm clipping this and that's going out, right? Like I can't quite see all. I should be able to clip that.
Oh, if you miss
if
on
I
the high
miss
side,
on
you
that.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going off. Yeah.
What can you afford to hit of this?
Well, you can afford to hit a good chunk of it, right?
Yeah, I would rather not clip this, right?
They really want to miss this red one at the back for obvious reasons, so they're going to have to hit it awfully thin. And Stefanie, being a skip that skipped for a long period of time, realizes she can gamble a little bit. She can actually maybe hit this as thin as possible. If she actually misses it, if she comes down with that same type of weight and actually misses it, she'll get this yellow one out of there, so it's not all bad. The only way you're going to make this is to hit it really thin, so she can gamble knowing that missing wide is an option. Hitting it really thick is big trouble.
It is indeed.
Keep going.
It's always interesting to see the person with hammer trying to generate the points in the house, and Caitlin's done a nice job of trying to keep stones in a good spot.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Final stone. Stefanie Lawton. Miss it?
Good
Oh,
shot.
she just did.
Very nice.
Good sweep, guys.
Good call, Chair.
Good sweeping.
Nice
It
call.
did finish hard. Good sweep.
Was it loud enough?
Sorry.
They holler loud.
Just peels the paint right off this shot rock as thin as possible, right across the top.
When you were hollering
Well
low,
thrown rock.
I thought you had a
I
piece.
was waiting
all
for
the
it to
way.
fall off a little bit, that's all. Needs good care, yeah. I figure.
This seems to be the nicest path.
Yeah, it's good.
You really could, Linda, I think maybe with the other turn, just throw a heavy draw and
Yeah, like normal.
make the Ed Wernick double with the back 8-foot weight there.
A draw double. But actually, this is an important shot for Caitlin. If the struggle has been mostly her feel as she slides out, this is a good way to start the game, make a great draw.
Line's fine.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Not bad. Line.
It's all you. Line's good.
Line's good for the pin.
I think so.
Take a look.
Okay, don't
Take a look.
Line's good.
You can't come to the back
No
one.
backing
On its
now.
own. On its own.
Should be fine.
On its own.
Maybe.
Oh boy. And just that little rub and roll. Enough to pick up one.
I didn't know we didn't have back.
She did come to the back one. Thankfully, it was there. 1-0 Team Jones.
Wyatt has an interesting family life.
It's hard for him putting up with 3 sisters.
He's always surrounded by girls.
The places you take me are always so girly.
And things will never change, right? Wrong. Now he's got a brother.
Oh, goody, my favorite subject.
And life just got a little more...
Awesome!
Yeah, I am. Face slam.
Crash and Bernstein, Saturday nights at 7 on Disney XD.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so.
Believe it. Tim Hortons French Vanilla Cafe Mocha and Latte. Just $1 each till December 9th. Try our new Peppermint Mocha Latte today.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
Do you love your superphone?
The snow is snowing,
Spend all of your time with it?
wind is blowing, but I can
Use it
weather the
everywhere.
storm. What do I care how
Feel
much
lost without it?
may storm? I've got my love.
Then let it love you back by giving it the Bell network. Your superphone deserves the largest 4G LTE network in Canada.
For a heater that provides more heat with less energy, choose the innovative Classic Portable Infrared Heater. The Classic heater provides moist, soft, therapeutic heat without reducing oxygen or humidity, and even filters the air while being up to 50% more energy efficient than conventional heaters. Get the Classic Infrared Heater. You'll warm up to it right away. Only at Home Hardware Building Center, and Home Furniture. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
There's a feeling in the air.
It only happens once every 4 years in one Canadian city. And next year, it's happening in Winnipeg. Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, Canada's stepping stone to Sochi 2014. With early bird ticket packs on sale now. Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings.
You wanna live it life, you gotta be there.
At the end of the game, Stefanie Lawton may remember this shot. It's a key shot brought to you by Sponge Towels, Paper Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
We talked about how great a hitter Stefanie is. She made a perfect hit roll the first one. Just hits as thin as possible to force a single out of the Laws team. Good rotation, lots of speed. Great call by the Vice.
It forced Caitlin Laws to draw for her single and used every bit of the backing. So Laws and Team Jones have the 1-0 lead as we welcome you back to Mosaic Place here in Moose Jaw this Thursday afternoon. And it was draw 5 of the 2012 Capital One Canada Cup. And here in the second, it will be Stefanie Lawton and her team from the Granite Curling Club in Saskatoon. It does have the last rock playing the Redstones.
Okay. Oh, you got all. Do you have all plus? Can you do
Talk
that?
about the mistakes that are being made by Dawn Askin, and that continues with the guard being in the wrong spot. Basically, Stefanie has 2 corner guards now to work with and a wide open stone in the house that she can make a play on. She can roll behind her own guard if she wishes. So this is a great opportunity for Marlies and her team.
No. Stay close. Never. Stay close. Clean it. No. Never. Clean it. Whoa. Get a curl a bit. Stay close. Whoa. 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 Sit. That's good. Good shot, Marlies.
This may run.
Yeah. Yeah.
hadn't played a rock out there, and you heard the front end and talking with Jill about that spot, and they all said it may run there, and it was a guess because nobody had thrown a rock there in practice. So that this veteran team's been on arena ice so many times, they will know that that's the tendency, and they guessed right and made it perfect.
So first indication from Stefanie was perhaps to hit it, but once you have those corner guards up and that rock is only in the 12-foot, a good opportunity exists to go on the offense, play the draw, get in behind cover, and that's what they're doing with Sherry.
I think that's the difference with the Lawton team in the last year or so. They would normally hit that, and I think they made that change to be a little more aggressive with hammer. I like it.
Line's real good. Late's good. Late's good. So late. T. Sorry, I should have updated. Oh, that's okay.
Now, I know we've talked about this before. Look,
Just behind the tee.
I like to see an aggressive team, an aggressive skip. And I think sometimes, Linda, Russ, when we've watched, in particular, women's play, we've seen that lack of aggression, that lack of offense, when really you would expect it. And I've suggested to you on occasion, Linda, maybe the better women's teams, the more successful, are those that pick their spots, granted, but show that bit of aggression. And maybe that's what Stefanie Lawton has come to realize. There aren't enough aggressive teams out there. I'm going to be one of them.
Well, I like the fact that you mentioned the timing issue. I think what a great skip does is know when to push and when to pull back, and that's something that's really hard to teach for us coaches. But if that's what Stefanie can pick up from this situation, she's a great hitter, as we saw in the first end. You don't want to lose that skill and take away that aspect of the game, but know those moments to put up the guards and go in behind and get mistakes like they just got.
That feels faster than...
You know, it's funny, Vic, because I think we're at an interesting stage of curling where I see men's teams taking too many chances. There are too many rocks in the house, too many risks, especially without the hammer. They give up the big end, and you take yourself out of the game. So it is that moment when you need to do it, and that's what you have to remember when you play this game.
To your point, this is what's happened. What Vic's saying, they were a little aggressive here, played the come around, forced Jill Officer to a mistake. They sink another one here. The line looks really good. It just curls. Should finish if it's heavy enough.
So updating, Sherry Bedard scored one with the last rock to take a lead on Webster, Crystal Webster.
Yeah. All right.
Kevin Martin with the last rock scored one, playing Jeff Stout, looking to win a third in a row.
Real full.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big scrub. Oh! And now rolling it over.
Nice.
They managed to get rid of one, but the stone is a little bit more behind the guard. And the shooter has rolled out into the open in the 4-foot.
As Linda said, pick your spots with two corner guards. They ignored the rock in the edge of the 12, managed to create a mistake, and now with a perfect hit and roll, 3 points is a possibility.
I don't mind if we can go there a bit, so yeah, bumper.
Should be room there, Linda. If you're soft enough with your weight, it'll finish once it crosses that line.
But I rolled way
Love
far.
to roll and not set up a double.
Yeah, should be close. Okay, bump.
Yeah, this is really a weight issue. Can't overthrow it or it will run straight down that center line. It's once it gets to center that it makes a break.
Easy, whoa. Weight's good. Stop.
Whoa.
Stop. Close. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Speed. Whoa.
Sherry Anderson just couldn't hold it for her. It'll pop out the wide side. T-line, edge of the 8-foot.
Those are really tough to brush. I think Sherry threw it beautifully. I don't think they were worried, but as soon as it gets to center, it starts to curl like crazy, and you have to be on it that second before it starts.
Nobody was worried till about 2/3 way down. Then it was a panic.
Kirsten Wall. Oh, here again now. This is moving. bursting by the guard. No problem there. Can they get the inside flip? No.
Hey, Sorrow. Okay, good sweep. Have you got all plus?
Yeah, I got it all plus.
Our house is
Well,
bigger
you can
than.
go here too if you
Yeah,
like.
I don't
Whatever.
mind
that stuff. Just yeah. Otherwise, we're
Just control.
Control, she said. Yeah.
Control. Yeah.
So the when to hit and when to draw is always
Yeah, make
interesting
it
in
go
these
crazy
situations. They want to sit two, that is obvious. But you heard them say we're going to play the hit and roll, hopefully roll, to try and keep the circles bigger. If we draw and we draw into the fourth where we're starting to close it down a little bit and make our circle smaller for finishing off this end. Hit the rock in the 8 foot, you've got the whole 8 foot still to work out. But you do have to hit it and stay.
You do have to hit it.
Wow.
Wow. Didn't think I threw that badly.
You popped it out in the end, huh? A little bit. I thought your slide was good.
It was my first thought too. Okay, well, this is a new path.
Mid-8. A little more.
We want to make sure we're on this side of center, right?
Yeah, just crossing.
Cross it here.
So this is one of those breaks we talked about. Caitlin got a couple yesterday and made good use of them. That one was pushed in for shot rock at the edge of the button, so she just needs to put up a good guard.
It's funny, sometimes the opposition does cooperate. And the 2 games Caitlin won, she was 54%, and which is almost unheard of. And we obviously know she's one of the best shot makers in the world, so that's an anomaly also. But the 2 skips she played against struggled also, so they got away with it. And there's another Christmas gift there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 4 1/4, 4 1/2, yeah.
Lots of line.
Line's good.
Where are you?
Halfway.
Whoa,
Halfway.
fine.
Halfway to 4 feet.
Whoa, clean.
Halfway.
High. Whoa, line's good. Over and off. Over and off. Whoa, let it die. Let it die.
Whoa.
Let it die.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
That or the double peel? Huh? I mean,
That or
I come
this,
around,
hey?
I come around
Or the
draw,
double peel.
You're buried.
Whatever you figure.
You don't think that'll walk in there and tap it a
Well, I
foot to
don't
be...
Not
know
over
if we
that
could tap
line,
it to
sure.
get like a 2.
Well, the way
but
mine curled and the way her draw just curled?
it is a long guard, but
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
you
it was
think.
just going
Well,
sideways.
honestly, I do think we should open it up for a shot at the first one.
Okay.
I do. That's
Yeah, and then
my
it's
gut.
one
so-
guard, right?
Yeah.
I think.
So
that's
you're
the
going
best
across
option.
here?
Yeah. And you might be able to catch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, now listen.
More problems for John Epping as he gets ready to throw his last. Kathy, he's facing a couple of Howard Stones.
Well, Glenn tried to make the triple. He left one around. This is a run double for 3.
Runs it by. Howard steals 2 more.
John had a wide open hit for 1 there, Linda. That was a dangerous run double.
Get it.
Oh, and just runs it by. But
Nice
opens
double
up that
peel.
side.
Yeah, I was going to say, back to our comments, Vic, about when to hit and when to draw and when to try some risky shots. Second end. I know you gave up 3 if you're John Epping in the first end to Glenn Howard. There's no way I'm playing that difficult a shot. I'm not going to try it because it is possibly going to give up another point. I need back in this game.
And I think it's back to your comment we talked about when we first got together yesterday. They're so used to playing 8-end games. They're down 3-0 to the Howard team. You might take some chances in the second end, but these are 10-end games, and you score your 1, get back in the game. A long way to go. It's still 8 to go. That hurts 5-0.
Final stone for Caitlin Laws.
Trying to draw to sit 2.
Fine. Line only right now. Line
Yeah, it looks like
After watching her guard,
Line
overcurled what she thought was going to happen, so they don't want to put up a single guard on a rock and not guard it correctly.
This is curling hard, too.
Oh, this has to be there.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's really moving towards that guard. Big scrub now to get it by. Oh, the little rub in front will take the steam out of it, and it'll stop top edge of the 8. And so now they'll have their chance for 2.
Caitlin was saying it really took off, but if we think back, there have been very, very few rocks in that spot. We've gone out wider, and both teams played the other turn for the draws the button.
That was fuller.
So Stefanie Lawton chose on her first one to open it up, see if she could get a mistake rather than try the difficult draw. And here's the chance, a hit for 2.
No, wait. Just normal. Normal? Yeah, I like normal here.
I think it will finish up a little bit at the end.
Any other sheet has,
It has in the forefoot.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, normal weight. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I'm to the stick.
Nice to it. Let's go.
Easy. Good. No. Clean. Clean, yep.
Looking for a couple with a hit and stick.
Yep. Shot, Steph. Nice one.
Just like that. So the teams trade some mistakes. The last made by Caitlin Laws.
All right, if you're thinking about getting a new truck, you're probably thinking about fuel economy. Well, you're going to want some torque to go with it. Because unless you're using your truck to deliver pizzas, you ain't getting anything done without it. Torque is power. It pulls trailers, hauls dirt, drags boulders. Torque is what gets the cap off your cold one. And only the Ford F-150 with EcoBoost has the best combination of torque and fuel economy. Think about that. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
Do you love your super phone?
The snow is snowing.
Spend all of your time with it?
Wind is blowing, but I can
Use it
weather the
everywhere.
storm. What do I care how
Feel
much
lost without it?
we storm? I've got my love.
Then let it love you back by giving it the Bell network. Your superphone deserves the largest 4G LTE network in Canada.
There's a feeling in the air.
It only happens once every 4 years in one Canadian city. And next year, it's happening in Winnipeg. Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, Canada's stepping stone to Sochi 2014, with early bird ticket packs on sale now. Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings.
You wanna live it life, you gotta be there.
Canadians are crazy about curling, and so are their kids. Thanks to the Capital One Rocks and Rings program, thousands of kids across Canada have learned about curling in their elementary schools. From coast to coast, Rocks and Rings has kids screaming, "Hurry hard!" and having a great time doing it. Our instructors get kids active and excited to learn about a new sport. The kids love it, the teachers love it, and the best part is, the whole program comes to you. To get Rocks and Rings in your school, visit rocksandrings.com.
They're champions on and off the ice. Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere proudly support the exceptional women of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, whose achievements go well beyond the rink.
What if I told you there was a cookbook that would let you spend more time in the garage?
Well, I'd probably spend more time in the garage.
It's called the Finger Cooking Cookbook by Boston Pizza. Go to bostonpizza.com and discover finger cooking today.
Five sheets in this beautiful Mosaic place for the 2012 Capital One Canada Cup, and only 4 in use this afternoon. And our featured game is on sheet C, right in the middle of it all. Stefanie Lawton with 2 in that second. Team Jones will once again have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 3.
Nice, Tony. Got a girl.
Do that.
Okay.
Feel like tight?
Tight or in?
Yeah.
Tight.
I think so. Tight to top house.
Bit of room.
Should be there.
Marlies, who has one son, Will, who's a year and a half, is expecting a second child, and due date is April.
Curling now. Starting at curl.
We're 4 foot.
Yeah, we're 4. That's okay. Okay, Marlies. It's good.
Nice weight.
All right, so the corner guard's up. You need to get something in behind it. First, remove the one in the 4 foot. Try to move things around, get a little roll, start to make something happen here.
Trying.
It's up, Adam.
No!
This is close to the roll.
No, Jill! Stay with it. Stay with it.
No, it's good.
Sit.
Has to stay in the rings.
That's good. Good done.
It's so important to hang around. The Team Lawton would just go up, peel off the corner guard, and virtually be out of chances to score your deuce.
Might as well get out of there.
Go firm. Yeah. Firm.
You don't need to sit there.
The one thing about rolling, though, the over roll, in my opinion, is usually the best one. If you get only a little bit of a roll, you leave an easy shot for Sherry Singler in this case. Even if Sherry makes this shot, it's similar to last end. That stone can be ignored. It's just back 12. And then, if you're Caitlin Laws, you can just use your corner guard.
Clean. Yep. Right up.
That's good. Shot chair.
So here we go.
Okay, Jill, you got it.
Nice shot by Sherry, but that doesn't change the situation because the corner guard is available.
Click 4 3/4 here, Dawn.
What's that?
Click 4 3/4, I think,
Yeah.
eh?
We often talk about the lifelong relationships you build throughout your life. When you think about Jill Office and Jennifer Jones, they've been together for some 20 years, dating back to their junior days.
Yeah, I was looking at the notes, and Sherry Singler at second on the other team has been with Stefanie Lawton for 7 years. That's actually a long time. And then you look over at Jill, and you see 20 years. That's an amazing relationship they've had over these years, and both of them play their positions so well.
Except for the new kid. How long have we been together now?
The new kid.
Over there.
24?
24, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Line's good. Got 5. 4 5. Bit of room.
Hanging.
Hate to say it, Russ, I don't think you and me are making it 24.
24, no.
High. 4 if you can.
Yep, it's working. Yep.
It's gonna be 4.
Yep.
Yep. Fight if you can.
Yep.
Yep. That's good. Good sweeping. That's good.
Smart to leave a little high there. They could have tried to get it deeper to bury it, but it wasn't going to be quite buried, and that would set up a double. So they've stopped a double opportunity here for the Laws team.
And Caitlin could choose to hit either of these rocks. She's making a decision to hit this one, which is bothering her at center line, and you can get a roll over behind your own. It will be just a nibbler.
Whoa.
Across. Roll in front of that?
No, just let it try and come to nose.
You roll in front of the other one,
No,
Caitlin?
just let it try and come to nose. Don't roll it. It's already rolling.
Sit. Wow.
It's good. We've learned now. Little big.
Yeah. Little roll. Yeah. Let's go, Sher. Just normal.
Normal weight.
Sherry jammed one, not quite in this spot, but in this same area. With an over curl here, same turn. So she's got to keep her weight up a little bit here.
Just watching the hand, that's all.
Sorry, what, wait?
Trying to maneuver these rocks around. Caitlin's still looking for a roll.
Mentioned that Kirsten is at the Credit Valley Hospital. Just outside of Toronto. Quite enough to get the roll over.
You know, it's hard when you have a player, you need a substitute for a whole year, Vic, with Jennifer off having her baby. It's hard to find a player of Kirsten's quality that's not already on a team. They got very fortunate that she wasn't already playing with a team and she could commit to the Bonspiel season with them. She's done a great job.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure. You're joining the probably the best team in the last decade, and without their skip, and every time they lose, people are going to be pointing their finger at her, and she's done a wonderful job so far this season.
Close. Watch the roll there, Cher. Watch the roll.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
Cher.
that's the second time now she's, as they say, popped it out. She did it earlier, remember, on a wide out turn, I think it was.
Piece of 4.
Sherry has an interesting delivery. She does have a little bit of a swing to that back leg, and so she tends to throw off the shoulder a bit, and that means tight on the in turns and a little pop on the out turns when it's not going well. She manages it beautifully, and she's a very experienced player, so she knows exactly what's going on, but occasionally that one gets away from her.
Big rotation. They don't come back when she's wide.
Gotta go real hard. Let's see.
And then there's that, and that's that unforced error that gives the other team a chance.
That's the stat we need to be looking at, I think, in the future, Rick. It's so true. It's not only the chance of scoring 2 is just about gone, but all of a sudden, skipper Caitlin's going to be looking at a tough shot here.
I started by saying they needed to give Caitlin a lot of room to move, a lot of room to draw in particular, because that has been her struggle. Well, this is a chance for Stefanie to close that circle down again. Get something at the top of the forefoot.
It's all about degree of difficulty, and it just allows Lawton a free try to put some pressure on the Jones team.
You're gonna have to wait, and then take it. Once it gets to the line, it should go a bit, so just be ready then.
Okay, let's make it good.
Yeah, top 8, top 4 if it's going real nice.
Okay. Should be there.
Weight's good.
Cross for line.
Heat.
Yep.
Yep. Yes. Hard line. Hard line.
Skip Stones first for Sherry Lawton, the 2000 Canadian Junior champion. Can't sneak it by, rubs, rolls in, and will sit center line, just top edge of the button.
Sometimes that's a very confusing thing when the rock is a bit heavy and the brushers are thinking, why am I brushing? So the one thing that Sherry Anderson did is call down why she wanted them to brush. She said going for the rub, it became clear she was in control of the line and knew what they wanted to do. So that was a really good conversation that they had with the brushers.
So somewhere in that area.
They got the little rub and at least got it over a little bit. Didn't make the roll quite as simple.
Caitlin studies nutritional sciences.
Yeah, clean. Yeah. Hard. Right up.
Oh boy, it's onto the line real early here.
All the way. Right up. Right up. Right up.
And now spinning out the back, and again that opportunity.
You did, and I don't know that you...
Well, John Epping appears to be sitting one red stone, surrounded by yellow. Am I right, Kathy?
You already made a great in off to get that stone there. He's hoping to kind of get some action on this one to move that yellow beside it out of the way and stick there for shot for 2.
No, can't get by the center line guard. Doesn't disturb the shot stone. Picks up one. 5-1. Howard leads. Now you're talking about the additional statistics. The one that I really like from basketball is the points on turnovers that an opposition team will score. Same thing here would apply. For example, I mean, you've missed those 2 shots, first Kirsten and now this shot by Caitlin Laws. If in fact, you know, Lawton should steal some points here to keep track of that kind of thing. I'm sure the curlers will know that, but it's one of those little things where you could say, they got 3 or 4 points off of our mistakes. That's where we have to.
Yeah. And there's another good example, but if we just talk for a moment about Caitlin Laws, because we talked about how she had a struggle with draw weight. To go back to the last throw, this was a great chance to get a hit and roll, and this one was definitely inside. Watch the hand, and watch, normally she extends out directly to the line. Look at the hand inside. You can tell immediately that the handle's going, and as soon as it gets to center, it is curling. You had to extend through and make sure you didn't get to the line too early. So it is all aspects of the game that seem to be a problem for Caitlin, and normally that's a great part of her delivery, that beautiful extension through to the broom.
And there, with her last, Stefanie Lawton unable to get around and put on the pressure, and so the opportunity to get out of this now, despite the mistakes on both sides.
And that was a huge mistake by Stefanie. This is a great chance to blank now.
Clean. Clean. Whoa, 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 it's falling. Falling. I got it bailed on.
Yep.
Uh-oh. It's got to come back. Touch something. And just does.
It's good.
2 teams almost trying to throw it away here in the third. 2-1.
Back to Moose Jaw, the Canada Cup of Curling in a moment here on TSN. I'm Rod Smith. Sports Center coming up at 6 Eastern. Here's a look at the stories making news today. We'll have highlights of the first round of the World Challenge. Defending champ Tiger Woods has won the event a record 5 times in the par 4 fourth. And Tiger's third, short of the green. His chip almost goes in, and he would par that hole. And then on the 10th, with a birdie putt, and he leaves that one shy. He's at 1 under par through 12. Canadian soccer star Christine Sinclair has been left off the final ballot for FIFA's Women's Player of the Year award, despite the fact she was the leading scorer at the 2012 London Olympic Games. Sinclair was critical of the officiating in the semifinal against the United States, receiving a 4-match ban back in October. And the NHL and the Players Association are meeting with mediators for the 2nd straight day. We'll have an update on that as well as it comes in. Sports Center, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Join us.
With the professional, independent advice of a licensed insurance broker working for you, you can sleep easy. Insurance brokers don't work for an insurance company. They find you the best insurance, getting you the right coverage at the right price, and are there to help in the event of a claim, so you can sleep easy. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Do you love your superphone? Spend all of your time with it? Use it everywhere. Feel lost without it? Then let it love you back by giving it the Bell network. Your superphone deserves the largest 4G LTE network in Canada.
Freshness has a new home thanks to exclusive Curadori Back in Store Food Savers. Simply put in the food, pump out the air, and create an airtight seal. Record the date the food was stored. Release the seal this easily. Stackable Back in Store Food Savers reduce marinating time and are BPA free. Keep food fresh with Curadori Back in Store Food Savers. Only at Home Hardware and Home Hardware Building Center. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Build your play with TSN and KitKat Chunky. Get all the stats you need at tsn.ca/NFL. Scores, injuries, power rankings, fantasy news, and more. KitKat Chunky is a proud sponsor of the NFL. Have a break. Have a KitKat.
Well, that's interesting. Big three, a steal of three for Jeff Stoughton, has him in front. 4-1 on Kevin Martin. Stoughton trying to win 3 straight. Martin comes in at 1-1. And our featured game is right next door, Lawton and Jones. And a little bit of a messy third, which results in a blank. Both teams having their chances to put some pressure on the other, but both unable to do it. So once again, it'll be the team of Jennifer Jones, skipped by Caitlin Laws, that has the last rock here in 4, playing the Yellowstones.
We're in.
Yeah,
We're in.
Okay.
Ah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I don't mind those.
Let's go for the roll.
Very nice shot.
Great shot.
Like the Sesame Street. Yep. I guess there.
Coming up Sunday, TSN brings you the Dominion Curling Club Championship Special. Watch as we recap the men's and women's championship top club teams across the country in a 60-minute special getting underway at 2 Eastern Time. You can also see it on TSN Mobile TV. It'll air right between our coverage of the women's and men's finals from here at the Capital One Canada Cup for Moose Jaw.
Stefanie Lawton's team got caught on that last shot because they left the double and roll. That's a big no-no. You don't mind the double, you don't mind the roll, one or the other, but they left both. So now they're trying the double back.
Okay, that's good, Sharp. Whoa. Throw, Sharp. Good shot.
4 feet? Yeah.
I like this call, and they're going to try to be aggressive to get their 2 here. The Jones team, they have one in the rings, is not shot rock, but they're going to guard it, leaving the enemy shot rock. But they have so much time to get at that one. They know the Lawton team's going to try to get at the buried rocks. It's a good, safe call.
Line's good.
I didn't give it a whole lot, but if you can wait for
Halfway. Line's good. Line's fine. It doesn't need to curl. It needs
Whoa, it doesn't need to curl. Whoa.
Needs to sit. Needs to sit. Stop curling it.
Making sure we're over.
I know, but we're making it curl more.
Okay, we're over. We understand that part.
Okay, Jill.
We hear that a lot. When the rock starts to curl, it seems counterproductive because we always say you need to brush it to try and make it go straighter. That's not true. You delay curl on hits, but if you keep brushing a draw, it keeps going, taking the curving path, and you take it past where you want it to be. So that one has left a little opening for the rock in the house.
Huge finish inside out off the center line here. There should be no problem getting by the guard and getting to even to the nose of it if they want to.
Easy! Whoa! No! Control! Never. No! Let it curl! Whoa! No! Okay, that's good, Cher. Watch your roll. Good shot. Easy. Whoa. Easy.
That's good. Nice shot, Cher.
Clean her up. We still have control.
9.
You talk about the enforced errors. You don't see the Lawton team. I've watched them a lot, and I've preached to some of the teams I've helped coach. Hit and stay, hit and stay, hit and stay. It's make the other guy roll it. Try to get that free shot yourself. And you'll see the Lawton team hang around a lot, Linda. They always seem to be able to keep it in the rings.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Okay, roll the shooter.
I don't know what I touched.
Chill officer. Can't make the double, the jam, and gets the roll wide.
You have all?
12-foot tee line.
You have all? Oh, just about. Okay, just control weight, Cher.
This would be an interesting spot because Sherry flashed one here, Linda.
Yeah, she popped it out, and this will run straight for a while, and then you start to second guess yourself, and there is that little guard niggling in the side of your eyeball.
It's in the peripheral for sure.
She doesn't blink at this one, does she?
Pretty straight spot.
And just will touch the bumper.
Good, nice throw.
At some point in time, you'd see the Laws team hit that rock and play for the blank, but still with 4 rocks left, they feel this is a great opportunity to create a mistake, score their deuce. They're going right around that corner guard again. Unfortunately for the Manitoba team, it's a long corner guard. This has to be perfect.
It'll be tough to not have it available. That's the thing about this ice. They stopped that guard from coming closer because it was over curling an original shot, and now they would love it a little closer to the house.
Heavy clean. Yep.
Okay, at the end. Yep. Go. All you got. Go, Jill.
Right back.
Right back. Nice throw. Good sweep, guys.
How'd it go? Well, you could just go here.
Yeah.
It's hard to get shot off of it.
I think you can get it out. She was by the guard by 10.
Do we don't need to if we just split the rings, right?
Okay, we're shot.
I can only see like a eighth of it.
Do you like that?
I like just to draw.
Yeah.
Say 2. Yep.
I got 15.5 on it.
I think it's always it's never the wrong thing to give the thrower some input here because you can make either one of these, the draw the 8-foot, hopefully not setting up a double, or tap that out. But if Sherry's not comfortable with the tap out, then it's crazy to try it.
That's the interesting thing about ice that really curls. That rock is buried and yet available, and the hard thing is to sit in the hack and believe that because you can't actually see much of the stone in the house.
Where? Through, I think.
No, it's going to stick around. It might be just back 8 now.
I need 8-foot, though.
You need 8 foot.
Just slides too far. It's third shot.
I think it's the keenest it's been to the wing.
Bumper 10.
Sherry Anderson struggling just a little bit.
Just 10.
Red there and red there, but it's Howard throwing yellow, so he's throwing against a couple, Lizzie Cathy.
John Epping has done a good job at trying to force this end. Unfortunately, with rocks at the back of the house, he hit and rolled on his last one, but everything is behind the tee line. But still, he will force Glenn to make a shot against 2.
Piece of the white, grab the 8-foot.
Go, boys. What?
Lovely. Greg Saville, Brent Lang. Yeah, good sweeping indeed.
Sure. Oh, it's good. This is old here. This is where you threw in the...
Yeah, the hit and stick.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, straight out to it.
So far in this game, Stefanie has played her hits beautifully. Last end struggled with the draw, which would have been a great opportunity to put pressure on, but this is a key hit and roll right now.
Yes. An inch or so.
Like this way?
No, the other way, Marlies.
Oh.
Yeah.
People kicking rocks all over.
She rubbed it on the way back.
Shoot. I don't want to roll under because then she can take the end away from us. I guess we just gotta.
I think you can play. Make sure we're 10.
Yeah.
We don't need to play 11-3.
We just can't jam it. That's all.
Yeah. 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4 will make the double.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Veteran caller, I think, from the young skip. You could roll buried here, sit 2, but you're going to be behind the tee line, and that would allow Stefanie Lawton to freeze. If the freeze is made perfectly, you're never going to score more than 1. So they're quite happy with the score the way it is. Hit it dead on. If Stefanie can't roll perfect, it'll be an easy deuce here.
You got it, Cal. Let's go.
Just watching Kirsten Wall's interaction with Caitlin Laws. Yeah, we know that Kirsten Wall's a terrific player. She's 4-time Ontario champion with Sherry Madon. But it's that interaction, getting to know exactly what Caitlin wants to hear, how much you're supposed to. That's where you know, from an outside position, you almost think it would be better and easier to move somebody up into a position that knows her better.
You could have the vice skip of anybody on the team, Vic. You're right. But I think Kirsten's done a very nice job. He's a good shot made there. And you can have that conversation. When I'm coaching, that's what I do with players, is what kind of support system are we going to have? Who's going to do the hack-end support? How is the house-end conversation going to go? And you can talk about what you need and want to hear.
Is that firm?
To it. Okay.
I do. Okay. There with normal.
I was trying to make it easier for me. No.
Let's try hard for the roll, I think, guys.
Yeah,
might as
for
well.
sure.
Might as well.
What weight are you throwing?
It'll be solid normal. Okay. Because I got a long ways to roll there, so.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's do it. Oh. Fight the 8-foot over there. It's got it.
Outside the line here.
We got a piece now. We got a piece.
All right.
Okay.
And just a piece. And then at the jam at the back.
Okay.
So it'll be an open draw for 2 for Caitlin Laws.
That was the first hit that she really looked like she was a bit uncertain, and sometimes thinking about the roll is the wrong idea. You want to talk about getting in the hack. In the hack, you're just thinking about weight to the broom, and sometimes if you overthink that roll, that rock ends up a little outside of where you wanted it to be.
So, like, same as draw the button, though?
Yeah, same as, yes, yeah.
So final stone here in 4 after the blank in 3.
Line's fine.
Curling early.
It's all yours.
Looking for a couple here. Just put something in the paint.
Get it there.
It's curling, but I think
Get it there. All you got. Keep her coming. Keep her coming.
you're fine. You're fine. It's okay.
Good brush, you guys.
You guys do?
To the top edge of the 8 for a couple for Caitlin Laws and Team Jones. They'll take a 3-2 lead through 4 on this chilly Thursday afternoon in Moose Jaw.
There's a feeling in the air.
It's the longest running, most celebrated women's sports championship in this country. Watched intently by millions of Canadians each year. And the best view is the live view. Everything you'd never see on TV is now yours in 2 or 3 day mini packs, priced from just $89. Don't miss the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in Kingston.
You wanna live it life.
WFG has helped change the lives of thousands of people across North America by providing a business platform that supports them as they build sustainable financial services businesses. Our associates have, in turn, helped thousands of families by offering them the financial strategies and products that can improve their financial futures. We are a company of integrity, honesty, and reliability. We are WFG.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know, never believe it's not so.
Believe it. Tim Hortons French Vanilla Cafe Mocha and Latte. Just $1 each till December 9th. Try our new Peppermint Mocha Latte today.
1 year into her curling career, Mary Dobbin made the shot of her life, only to lose by 1. But since then, she learned how to hang the points on the curling club scoreboard and finally bought some real curling shoes. This spring, she raised money for charity and met her curling hero on the same day. For her efforts, she was voted into the Hall of Fame. Well, a Hall of Fame. Yes, Mary Bullseye Dobbin has had quite a year, and it all started with a click.
Need a flashlight that's like no other flashlight in the world. The amazing Blackfire Clamp Light, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. The clamp light clamps just about anywhere with a pivoting head that always points the right way. A brilliant white Cree LED bulb, even legs when clamping isn't necessary. Durable and guaranteed, the versatile Blackfire Clamp Light, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Canadians are crazy about curling, and so are their kids. Thanks to the Capital One Rocks and Rings program, thousands of kids across Canada have learned about curling in their elementary schools. From coast to coast, Rocks and Rings has kids screaming, "Hurry hard!" and having a great time doing it. Our instructors get kids active and excited to learn about a new sport. The kids love it, the teachers love it, and the best part is, the whole program comes to you. To get Rocks and Rings in your school, visit rocksandrings.com.
Let's take a moment to get you caught up on a couple of other games on the ice here at Mosaic Place. And on Sheet B, Crystal Webster and her team from the Glencoe in Calgary playing Sherry Madaw from Coldwater and District Curling Club in Coldwater, Ontario. Madaw opened with a single. Webster got 2. They blanked, and now here in 4, Kathy.
She's drawing against 3, Vic, and the Webster team, Crystal in particular, made 2 great shots this end. She made a hit and roll on her first and came through the hole on her second, and that's why this is a draw against 3. And nicely made.
For the single to tie at 2-2, going to 5. Look at this. That's what's facing Kevin Martin. It's the Redstone T-line 4-foot. What's he trying to do here, playing Stoughton?
He's trying to score 2, which is a really tough shot. He could just tap his own up for 1, but he's trying to angle it and tap that stone in the 4-foot back to bring his red one, or the yellow one, into play. Gets nothing, gives up 1 more.
Yes, you bet. Steal 1 more for Jeff Stoughton, who now leads 5-1. Stoughton coming in with 2 straight wins, and another win would put him tied for the top with Mike McEwen. 2 Winnipeg teams looking impressive early. On the men's side of things, this Winnipeg team, Caitlin Laws, Team Jones looking impressive too. They now have a 3-2 lead. Lawton with the last rock playing red and 5.
It's solid. It's up.
Please.
It's up.
Yeah. Please. Whoa. Whoa. Cher, watch your roll. No, it's going. It's going. Okay, that was
sorry.
Normal, hey? Yeah.
Well, 2 undefeated teams, but the last 2 ends, and now again the start of this end, we've seen some sloppy play from Dawn Askin. She put the first one too deep. Well, okay, it's in. The second one's supposed to be out in front and slid in and left that chance for a hit and roll. So there have been quite a few mistakes in this last part of the game.
Really unusual. I've seen a few of Dawn's games last year that we might have carried the rocks down. They were so perfect. Sometimes it'd be the tricky rock, and it usually gets bumped down to either the lead or the second. And
careful.
Whoever's throwing the rock that's a little sharper, a little faster, it's obviously tough to adjust. So it could be something going on like that.
Yep. My broom. Line's great. Tight as it'll go. Tight as it'll go. That's good. That's nice. That's fine.
Just
Very
pick
nice
it
job.
up, that's all.
I'm not sure why they kept sweeping that. You can get at that other one if they choose to, or play the run back.
Or do you like hitting the back when I'm going behind the
Like this. It's normal, it's fine.
You could peel, you could hit the one in the house, or you could just draw in behind the guard and be shot rock, leave it in front of the tee line.
Yeah, the rock at the back of the 8-foot's not too dangerous.
Yep. Easy. Queen. Queen. Yep. Yes. Yes. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Okay, that's a good shot.
That works. Yeah, leaves the shooter right out in front, center line. Now they have Lawton 2 guards, one covering the 8-foot, one covering the button.
Line's good.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
Line's great.
Gotta go. Go, 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 go.
Hard. Guard, just a guard. Real. Keep her coming as far as you can go, ladies. Line's perfect. Line's great. Go,
Oh, if they can just drag this far enough.
Go, 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 go. Try and get a bite,
Wow, a straight line.
Yeah, they just they're struggling to draw weight though, and a lot of these shots. We watched 2 ends ago where they either tipped the guard or left it wide open.
You did, but it just, just gotta give a bit more.
It's about a foot or two. What you guys like?
Jill thought it was there, so they were fooled in that spot.
Yeah, you can play it to here. Punch this over here. Yeah, pop the right up.
Make sure you open up the middle.
Most teams nowadays, is back to your point about getting too aggressive. You can go around this, but now you're starting to shrink that scoring area. I think the Lawton team is very big on keeping that scoring area as big as possible, so this is a good call. Double them off. You've still got a corner. Even if Caitlin goes out and takes the corner guard off, you can always blank this in. Keep that front open.
I think they're also scratching their head a little bit about how to get in behind these guards. It seems that when the line is correct, the weight is off, and then they vice versa. So if you're not positive, you don't want to get into that messy come-around game.
Exactly what we called. Made the double, so Caitlin's not going to fool around. Going to take this off. Still have to make it, though.
Right to it, gotta go. Gotta go. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Good brush. Good. That's me.
What'd you get on the times on mine?
I had a 16. Sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only thing you've got. Well, mind you, got something on the other side too if you want to go.
Yes.
Dear Lord.
Yeah,
there's
not
nothing
much
there.
Bit of room. Weight's good.
It's gonna curl.
Lots of room, guys. Lots
Of the two teams, Stefanie Lawton is probably a little more defensive minded. Doesn't mind the score being a little lower. When you have a lower target score, you also don't mind picking your spots a little bit. The score is only 3-2. You're only down 1, so it's not a big panic. So she's pretty confident in leaving the score close for a little bit longer.
That's good.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Right to it. Hard. 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 Good breath.
Okay. So weight okay? Okay.
Let me ask you something. Would you risk at this point using that and trying to go around that and going deeper?
You could. You could. You really could. It's just that it's so early in the game. It's not at that point. I think it was 9th end or something. You might give it a shot, Vic, but little dangerous this late in the end.
Queen. Going over.
Basically, it was no, thanks.
Yes, right.
That's Kathy. What's happening here with Howard and Epping?
Let me just go with this, Victor. This is the intern. He's got a chance to tap the stone back that is shot belonging to Glenn Howard for 2.
Thank you.
Boy, John. Shot.
Nicely done.
So John Epping picks up a couple. They go to the break with Glenn Howard still looking to win his first of the Canada Cup. Up 6-3.
And the one thing about Stefanie Lawton, she often has a plan that is very clear to all, and she doesn't mind. She just wants to out-execute the opposition and make her plan work. Her plan, you could tell when she peeled the double peel at the center line area, was to just open it up and continue with the hammer to the next end. So she wasn't going to take a chance in that situation either.
The next end's an even end, which is nice. You get your 2 and 6 would be ideal. Then you, in theory, have hammer in the 10th.
All the way.
Wow.
Okay, good sweep.
Another one where that intern went inside.
I did on that one.
Sit.
Just gonna get tissue.
Sure, tissue. It's just might as well put it.
Now, these players have curled a lot in this fall season. Remember that the Jones team already has that berth into the Olympic trials next year. I think some of the players look like they're ready for Christmas. There's been a lot of play so far.
Been over to Europe, most of the top teams, and it's tough. It's a tough season. You're trying to balance your family life and your work life.
The other thing about Caitlin Laws is she's been traveling through Northern Ontario prior to this with the Canadian Curling Association and the Manitoba Curling Association doing clinics, and she's going to be doing some clinics in the area early next week when this event is over.
I gave it a little. It's running on ya. Curl it now.
Right here is fine.
Just the weight.
Good.
Okay, go then.
Right back to the 12 is fine.
It's just T, Chair.
Okay.
Back 4.
Well, then don't kill yourself.
Back 4.
That's good. Good
shot.
sweep, you guys.
Nice sweep.
Thanks.
Nice sweep.
Thanks.
Thank
Nice
you.
chance for a draw for Stefanie. Well played.
And they can sweep it to bring it back.
Yeah.
It's nice in that spot, too.
Yeah. I think it's just what it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. No, it feels really good.
Wipe out this morning's jaw that was a little patchy, and it's back to normal.
Hair straighter, though.
Mine's good. Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Right up.
Gotta go. Hard. Right to it.
Right up.
Hard.
All the way. All the way. Wow.
Again.
Okay.
Real pattern there, isn't there, Linda? It's always in turn tight, and she's looks like she's forcing that big rotation by turning the gooseneck of the handle in. She's definitely pointing it in a little bit.
So an easy one for the blank here, just a throw through.
Final stone. Before going to the break. So the blank goes on the board here in 5. Team Jones will take a 1-point lead into the second half.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by World Financial Group. A new era, a new look, same commitment to helping families secure better financial futures. WFG. It all comes down to this. 90 minutes to glory. The LA Galaxy
Robbie Keane, goal machine.
face the Houston Dynamo in superstar David Beckham's MLS swan song.
David Beckham stands over, curls it round and scores.
The face of the league looks to go out a champion. Galaxy, Dynamo. The MLS Cup, the rematch. Saturday at 4:30 on TSN.
For tough cleaning jobs that still require a gentle touch, use the reusable Natura Wonder Cloth. Made from 100% natural wood fibers, antibacterial Natura cloths rinse clean easily to stay fresh. The long-lasting 8-layer weave is perfect combined with Natura Cleaner with tea tree oil. Clean up naturally with Natura. Only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
There's stylish, there's functional, and then there's both. Erica Subaki is a big fan of both. That's what she and her team had in mind when they designed the all-new Ford Escape. With more cargo space than ever before, wrapped in a brand new body. The tech-savvy, ready for adventure, all-new 2013 Ford Escape. It's what happens when you go further.
Before we got the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough miles to get away together.
Aloha.
Isn't it beautiful, honey? Let me show you around. Wait till you see the clubhouse.
I can see you, Carl.
But now, thanks to Aspire, I get double miles on all my purchases, so we can actually get away together.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
I can see you, Carl.
Some have said that deep within the blackest seas exists a beast named the Kraken. Those people, of course.
Oh dear.
Have never been seen again. The Kraken Black Spiced Rum.
Welcome aboard Advil Air. Congested airways are often caused by swollen nasal tissue. Advil Cold and Sinus relieves your cold symptoms while reducing nasal swelling. You're now cleared for breathing.
Advil Cold and Sinus. Take action.
The M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge invites you to watch every curling game to the last end for a chance to win a $50 gift card or a trip for two to Flins, Switzerland for the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships. Don't miss the M&M Final End Challenge.
There's an absolute gorgeous shot.
Wow!
Let's update you on what's happening between Jeff Stoughton and Kevin Martin. And so far, it really has been Stoughton. He stole 3 in the third, stole 1 in 4, continues to put all kinds of pressure on the 3-time Canadian Olympian, gold medal winner from Vancouver, Martin, and his team from the Saville Sports Centre in Edmonton. Stoughton, of course, from the Charleswood in Winnipeg. Final stone in 5. Look at that. This is facing 3. And a little rub and rolls too far. Steal 1 more, Stoughton. They'll go to the break up 6-1. Stoughton looking to win 3 in a row to keep pace with Mike McEwen. In our game, Team Jennifer Jones, Caitlin Laws opened with the single. Lawton responded with 2, a blank, and then 2 back, and now a blank. So as they meet with Janet Arnott, their coach, Jones leads it 3-2. Let's check the numbers after 5, Linda.
And I'm sure they're talking about this draw weight problem. Stefanie Lawton's had a few problems on her side getting those draws in the right spot, but 63% for Team Jones on a draw percentage. That's very low. They have to try and get that feel back.
The numbers after 5 brought to you by Tim Hortons Premium Brand Coffee, always 20 minutes fresh. Rick Folk, 2-time Canadian, 2-time world champion. He'll have something to say.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by Scotties, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue, by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best, and by Tim Hortons' irresistible new peppermint mocha latte.
Skiing in Whistler, cruising the Caribbean, curling in Vegas? Join My Curling Rewards for your chance to win one of 6 vacations, including Vegas for the 2014 World Financial Group Continental Cup. Visit mycurlingrewards.ca to enter.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so.
Believe it. Tim Hortons French Vanilla, Cafe Mocha, and Latte. Just $1 each till December 9th. Try our new Peppermint Mocha Latte today.
World Financial Group is now WFG. We're a financial services company that offers one of the best business platforms to people who want to build rewarding and long-lasting financial services businesses. We're a company of integrity, honesty, and reliability. We're changing the financial services industry for the better. We are the platform to your success. We are WFG.
They're champions on and off the ice. Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere proudly support the exceptional women of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, whose achievements go well beyond the rink.
They say opposites attract, but does that work for a car? Ask Scott Makowski. He and his team set out to combine power and fuel efficiency. People said it wouldn't work out. They were wrong. Here's proof. The available EcoBoost engine in the all-new Ford Escape. The automatic boasts a best-in-class 47 mpg highway and plenty of power to spare. It's the little engine that most definitely can. The all-new 2013 Ford Escape. It's what happens when you go further.
Troy Pullamall is going deeper. And so is Head & Shoulders Deep Clean.
Fights flakes and goes deep to remove grease and gunk. It's our deepest clean ever.
Deep. Like me.
Head & Shoulders Deep Clean for men.
Presenting the Rocks of Vegas, the 2014 World Financial Group Continental Cup, live from Las Vegas. Tickets on sale in early 2013.
In Vegas?
You gotta be kidding. No, actually.
You gotta be there.
Our feature game back on the ice, right in the middle of Mosaic Place here in Moose Jaw. We welcome you back on this Thursday afternoon to the Capital One Canada Cup. 3-2. Team Jennifer Jones leading. And after the blank in 5, Stefanie Lawton and her team will once again have the last rock playing Redstones here in 6.
And both leads getting caught a little bit in that post fifth end break ice, being a little faster. And Dawn's first draw goes back 12 instead of top 4. And that corner guard just stayed out of the rings. So this one is going to be played. But this is the one thing we talk about Caitlin struggling, and she has been. But when you step into that skip position, one of the many things that clutters that brain and gets you into a position where you don't throw as well is dealing with your team as well. And here she's got Dawn, who is not making the shots we normally see. That one was supposed to be short slides in. That changes your game plan, and your mind's having to race to figure out what to do next. So there's a lot on Caitlin's plate, any skip's plate in this situation.
Kathy asked her too about the weight judgment. I skipped virtually my whole life, and I got very good at judging the rock as it came out of a player's hand. For Caitlin, she does it the other way. She's always brushing, and she watches the path, and she learns the spots on the ice by brushing. All of a sudden, she's standing at the end again. It's a little foreign for her, and they definitely struggle with draw weight.
Still got it. Hit your nose. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes.
quite happy with that. The one at the back's not a concern. There is a double, though.
So, Vic, you were asking about the fifth in and whether or not Stefanie Lawton would take chances using opposition rocks, for example, to try and generate extra points. This end, I would think the answer is yes. Even if this double is made, you may see the less conservative approach, more aggressive approach, because it is the sixth end, and this could be a chance to get a deuce.
Jill Officer. One, and rolls over on top. And so there's a couple of stones now
Went down? No.
to go around and go behind. Tap
You like
up.
going around? Yeah. Top four.
She
Same
played
as
the
always, eh?
defensive call last end. This time she's going offense, and I think it's simply because it's an even number. The rock at the back of the 8-foot is not a problem at all. They've got a red one they can use later. This is a good time to make a move.
You wouldn't. I just suggest you wouldn't even consider tapping up that red stone.
You could, but I think they're going to save that, Vic. No hurry to do that.
Hoping it stops.
Thank goodness he didn't say no.
That's right.
Starting to get a complex.
Hey, you had your one right for the day.
Back she goes to sit shot stone.
It is a good question on your part, Vic, because that leaving that red one out there for later could come in handy. That's a very dangerous rock that Lawton's left up there. By moving it early, it might set up a double. So I like the play with the intern side here.
Close. No. Whoa. No, never.
Just a finish here.
And she's going to kill her own at the back. Rolls over, sits back edge of the 8-foot.
That would be back. Sorry, that's okay. It's a 10. Just gonna.
One of the things in curling that is so important is to be able to recover from mistakes. So far we've seen a number of mistakes as far as weight goes this end. This draw after that rollout by Jill has to be in front of the tee line. There's no option of going deep. That takes the end away, takes the strategy options away from your skip. So this is where if you're Sherry, you have to recover from going deep and get this draw in the right spot.
Close line. Gotta go. Line's pretty good. Yep. Yep. 4, 5. Okay, let it work. Let it work. Yep. Gotta go. Yep. Line's great. Go. Hard. Hard. As far as it goes. Hard.
Nice throw. Good brushing.
Good sweeping. Nice shot, Cher. Shot. Good sweeping.
Here's to your point, Vic. If this run back is missed, then you can tap that red one in or split it on.
Great brush.
This was basically coast to coast, Linda, from one end to the other, and just enough to get it by that guard. A perfect spot.
Coast to coast.
Kasner and Sherry Anderson.
Yeah, Vic, and after a long Bonskill season we were just talking about, it's tough to keep those ones going. Trying the run back.
Got it.
Great shot. Let it girl, Kirsten.
Kirsten Wall.
She's making a lot of shots.
Really
good shots.
Pardon? Pardon? What did you say? Ours? Yeah, I like that. Run that or else here.
Guess we could go there first. Could go there first.
It's your first, right? Oops.
Talking about running their own onto the rock that's in the 8-foot. The rock that Vic likes out in front there, a very usable stone, but decided to draw first.
I know.
Shot rock is just 8-foot and only half 8-foot, so you've got lots of room still to work.
Back 8. Back 8.
I don't think so, Marlies.
Stay close to the line. Close line, yeah, go. Room.
Really good line here. We're right behind the sheet, and this should cross the line enough to get this at least half buried.
Whoa, a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Nice weight, Cher.
Too much ice, not because the finish wasn't quite as sharp as we've seen.
Yeah, got by the guard by quite a bit. You're right, Vic. Maybe a hair lighter would have curled that much sooner.
Through the first yesterday and even this morning's draw, the finish was really late, it seemed to be, Linda, and really sharp.
Very sharp, yeah. You have to be able to brush it at the end to get that perfect finish, and they just couldn't do that. It had to draw weight all by itself.
Still pretty good, though. It's a good large half underneath that yellow guard.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Weight's good. Whoa!
Nice throw, good weight control.
Enough to punch it out the back, roll to the back edge of the 8, sitting
Nice
3
pass, Kirsten. Good throw.
is Team Jones.
Thanks.
They're going around.
Okay,
Right.
let's do it.
Okay,
Good,
you
nice
got
weight.
it. Let's go.
Is that the same stuff? Think so. Do it.
6-3, Glenn Howard looking for his first win, and he has the last rock against John Epping, and it's Epping, though, sitting 2, Kathy.
He is. John Epping's final stone curled just a wee bit too much. He was trying to set it up so that any double would jam on Glenn's own stone, but he can make a double across the top for 2.
1-2, and the jam. Stuffed it
Nice shot.
right back. Picks up
Great
a
weight,
steal
Sarah.
of 1, Epping. 6-4, Howard.
Those 2 look pretty good. Hey? Shot. Yeah, I thought you threw that nice. Yeah, it came up nice at the end, eh? Yeah. And you have. Yeah.
So a little bit better finish on that last rock of Sherry Anderson.
Yep, very nice finish. It's a run back that is required to get at it now as opposed to an open hit. You can see the number of yellow stones that are around, and we talked about when to take the risk, and this was the end. They decided to leave those opposition stones around and try to make a go of it. Stefanie Lawton going for her 2 this end. And there's the straight line that has to be made. Guard onto the rock in the 4-foot.
Caitlin Laws, her first.
No.
Nothing at all from Officer and Askin, all on its own. Has to come up a little bit now. Come up, run it back, and just by. And going to take out one of their own stones in the back edge of the 8.
Shoot.
It was a nice throw, really, just so close. Another 1/8 of an inch of curl that's made.
I think that was a beautiful throw. That's
Yes,
her out turn, and we were talking about how she's been struggling a little bit with that in turn over curling. That one didn't want to go.
Side, right? I mean, even if you're here, that's not bad.
Yeah. I think that should be okay there.
Yeah, I think that looks good stuff.
Anything behind the tee line
15
for second
to
shots, the
15 to
idea
win
here.
hey? Okay, try to draw down to that one in the back.
Sure.
What do you guys figure for weight here?
Gliding real nice, I'd
14
say.
and a half to the back one with no sweep, probably?
Yeah.
7.
Like, I think you can give us 14.8 or 15.
Okay, let's go. Try to keep it on the inside of the rock there.
Sure.
Well, it might, I don't know.
No.
No,
It's curling
It's
now.
close.
Stay close. Yep, for line. Yes, line.
It's heavy. They're trying to keep it on the center line side and tap that rock at the back 8-foot to try and keep second shot.
Okay.
Not quite enough. Second shot remains the Yellowstone at about 10 o'clock in the 8-foot.
Jeez. That really curled lots, too.
It's easy for us up here. It's hard to miss them from up here, but we've talked about the peaked ice fix the whole week, and
Just thinking if we're here.
a lot of the rocks coming off that center line have
She's
over
gotta
curled
watch
this week.
That.
At the exact
Right?
same spot, Sherry missed one wide, complete wide open miss with the other
Didn't let
turn,
it.
so you know it has to curl with the out turn.
Although
If
it's going to be
anything-
a little lower. If anything, I don't mind like rolling like here this way. We just can't poke that up, that's all.
All right. Do you think, or do you think we go for that?
I'm always worried when we group them together, but...
Okay, well, let's go for this. If it comes up to nose, that's fine. We just gotta sit 1, 2. 10?
Yeah.
Six to 1. Jeff Stoughton leads. He's stolen the last 5 points. And now Kevin Martin with his last, Kathy.
Well, it appears that he's got a chance for 2. Jeff hit and rolled on his final stone, but not completely under. And there is a wee little biter on the outside, so that would be coming into play with the nose. Would be for 2.
There it is, and there's that little biter over there that's just kicked away by John Morris. So Martin finally on the board after scoring 1 in the first. He gets his next 2 in 6.
Between. Or is that worth it? With a double? Yeah. Yeah, it can. I don't know. Do you guys only place I didn't want it to go?
Yeah, I could see it was finishing. Okay, well.
I didn't want to jump it because I just didn't want to.
You guys like it? There with firm? Up a little bit.
There's only one way they can make this is to come down this way and get about a third of this one across that way and over there to sit the 2. But with this guard right here, it could come into play.
Okay. Well, wait.
Gotta get fairly close to that red one.
Yeah. That's good. Rock first.
Yeah, exactly.
Snap. Yeah.
It was sort of too bad for Caitlin. She actually threw that in turn perfectly.
Really nice.
And it didn't quite. It was that halfway point, rolled in the wrong spot.
Firm weight would help here. If you hit it a little thick, you'll still have some action to move both yellows.
Right out of her hand. Right out of her hand. Kasner Singler trying to hold the line. Listen to Anderson. A little bit more. Got 1. Push it out the side. There it goes for 2. Lawton decides to get aggressive here in 6, and it pays off with a couple.
It's not what's under the tree that matters. It's who's around it.
Before we got the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough miles to get away together. Isn't it beautiful, honey? Let me show you around. Wait till you see the clubhouse.
I can see you, Carl.
But now, thanks to Aspire, I get double miles on all my purchases, so we can actually get away together.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
I can see you, Carl.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know, never believe it's not so.
Believe it. Tim Hortons French Vanilla Cafe Mocha and Latte. Just $1 each till December 9th. Try our new Peppermint Mocha Latte today.
sponge towels are ready for anything. Thanks to the super absorbent sponge pockets. Sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Do you love your super phone?
The snow is snowing.
Spend all of your time with it?
Wind is blowing, but I can
Use it
weather the
everywhere.
storm. What do I care how
Feel lost without it?
much we storm? I've got my love.
Then let it love you back by giving it the Bell network. Your super phone deserves the largest 4G LTE network in Canada.
Troy Polamalu is going deeper. And so is Head & Shoulders Deep Clean.
Fights flakes and goes deep to remove grease and gunk. It's our deepest clean ever.
Deep. Like me.
Head & Shoulders Deep Clean for men.
It's Draw 5 on this Thursday afternoon here in Moose Jaw. Update for you. Let's check in on Crystal Webster from the Glencoe Club in Calgary. She plays Sherry Madaw from Coldwater and District Club, Coldwater, Ontario. Kathy?
Well, Sherry's waited a long time to have an opportunity for 2. Normally she's been throwing against 3, but this is a chance that can stick for 2.
There it is. Couple for Madaw in 6 to take a 4-3 lead. Webster 2-1. Madaw 1-2. Welcome you back to Mosaic Place, our featured game. Stefanie Lawton from Saskatchewan picked up 2 and 6. Now leads 4-3. So Team Jones will have the last rock in 7, playing the Yellowstone.
I just rammed in there. Like, we got it, girl.
Nice guard there by Marlies. One of the things I encourage competitive teams to do is to keep track of their line scores. Too many teams don't write down what happened in their game to look back and say, how effective was I getting 2s, forcing the opposition to 1? And in this case, how effective were my blank ends, and then leading to a deuce the next end. So that 5th end, a nice blank and a good deuce by Stefanie Lawton because of the way she approached the 6th end with some risk. So that's the kind of data you should keep to see, did my approach work tactically? Yes, it did in this case.
Came up and I felt like we could have. You like right here? It's either that or else you do this. I kind of like the guard.
So, is this side any
I
different?
think it's pretty nice everywhere, Cher. They've thrown a few here. Yeah.
So important to get those first couple in the right spot. Not only is the top 4 rock valuable, but Marlies put the guard on so well. And Stefanie's decided to play a guard here, knowing that the Jones team probably cannot get around on the outturn side and get at that shot rock. So they might go for the steal here.
Easy, easy.
3, 4. Oh. How much? 4.
Sherry's one of those players that's struggling with a draw weight. In this case, she's been heavy a little bit. They're calling out a 4. That would be in. They were wanting a guard out in front.
Leave it out if you can. It is. It's just out. Okay, just out. Stop. Okay.
It's about the worst spot they could dream that one up, because they run that red back, the yellow goes onto the shot rock.
No, little less than edge, or more than edge.
Still don't mind this. Actually, right on the nose is good if you can go above.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Pull up. Roll then.
Whoa.
No.
10, 10, 5.
Roll. Yeah. Roll.
10 and a half, Caitlin.
Roll.
Maybe roll the shooter on.
Yep.
Oh, it's got to just one more just grab the top of the 12.
Jill?
That worked out.
Yeah.
Doing
Hair less.
They can't do anything.
About there.
I don't know if you want to play that back.
Tap and roll.
Or else if you just want to play this.
I don't mind this right now.
Let's run this.
Two choices. You play the same shot Jill did, play run your own in there, but they're a little worried about this rock that's in behind cover. Just try to run it straight back, hit about 3/4 of the top one to get a piece of the rock in the top 12. If you make this perfect, Lindy, you'll roll over too to the center line. Be a usable rock.
No, no, no! I got nothing yet.
Nothing yet?
Nothing yet.
Might get her own if she hits it thin enough. Onto the red.
Okay, Sher. Okay.
Sherry is struggling a little bit. She had not a great game earlier today, and that is the kind of shot we normally see her make time after time. But that's unfortunately been the 2 yellows in the rings. The red one is wide open.
Well, no kidding. If Sherry makes her first one anywhere over the hog line, looks like a steal for Lawton. All of a sudden, it's a hit to sit 3. You can't let these good teams off the hook.
Jill Officer as we play second stones here in the 7th.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Kirsten, your way. Nose.
Okay.
One of the worst things, the worst feelings is you work hard. You're playing someone like Jill and the Jones team, and you're Stefanie Lawton. You got your deuce. You worked hard to get it. You had to blank it in to set something up. And all of a sudden, you're tossing it right back at them, actually in an easier fashion than you had to work to get your deuce.
Got to work to make some doubles. This is a thin double, too. One of those ones you could breeze it right by. You have to hit this very thin to stick it.
Terry Anderson. Backed off right now, 1, and backs it up and pushes it out. Well, Glenn Howard with the last rock here, and has he got a chance for a bundle, Kathy?
He's got a chance for 5. John Epping hit and roll, try to get behind the 2 staggered yellow, but there still is access.
Angles over, loses the shooter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and handshakes, and a first win for Glenn Howard. Make the final 10-4. So Howard wins his first. He's 1 and 2, and John Epping has had a difficult day. Dropped an earlier game and falls to 1 and 3.
I think that really hurt John, Vic. They lost a really tough one to Mike McEwen in extra end, and they came right back out here with about a half hour off and gave up a 3 before they even got going, and played a questionable call in the second end. It was 5-0, and that was all she wrote in that game.
Hold the line, get the roll back the other way. A little bit more, little more. Oh, not quite. Well, you know, he's talking earlier about this. I was going to say Saskatchewan. They're in Saskatchewan Green, but this Lawton team, their execution after a bit of a lull seems to have come back.
That was a nice roll. It's not quite undercover, but at least it changes the shot up for Kirsten Wall. Is partly covered. And after having 3 in there, things have turned around a little bit for Stefanie Lawton.
Just tack. Just tack. Off it. Off. Just tack.
Pretty straight spot. It keeps the weight down here. It will finish.
Gotta go, Caitlin.
Not enough to remove it, perhaps, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too
That's a big
cute with the weight.
mistake.
Yep. Yeah. You knew what she was thinking. That was a very straight spot. You can only see half a rock. It was smart to give that shot to the brushers, but another couple of feet of weight would have been nice.
I like just control.
Yeah, no more. I don't know.
They did their best to get that one back, but this is a hit now to sit 2. What a big turnaround this would be.
Okay, control weight. Keeping it wide. I felt
straighter.
full, so I didn't want them to touch it.
Yeah, no, I thought you threw it nice, just maybe straightened it in
Yeah.
here. So I didn't want them to go early,
yeah.
but
Stefanie Lawton, first skip stone. Again, jumping it over.
Way over, Cher. Yep. Yep.
And it'll stop back edge. So the Lawton team sitting 2 without last rock.
Yeah. Okay. Probably 10-5. Actually, I don't like coming this way.
I kind of like that way better, but
That was a little example of a bit of a wobble in Stefanie's delivery, and I think sometimes it takes you that long to get back on track.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were. Yeah.
And quite get it right to the broom.
You kick out at the appropriate speed, and then when you wobble, you lose some speed, and all of a sudden at the far end, it's not heavy enough, over curled.
Okay, just like before. Okay. Don't need to fully tuck it.
That rule means that it is 2 reds. That helps Stefanie with that problem biter at the front, but it does give Caitlin a chance to draw in behind cover and get it into a good spot.
Lots of line. Might have to go a little. Okay, you can go if you have to, but... Piece of the 8. Line's fine. We need piece of the 8. Line's good, though. Piece of the 8, but lots of line. Whoa if you can. Whoa. Wait if you can.
Whoa,
Just stay put, then.
Where do you want it?
Whoa.
Just
top 8.
Okay.
The end.
Yep.
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 Hard!
Right up.
Hard!
Good sweep.
That was pretty good finish. That stayed out there for a very long time. And now is about half covered.
wow, that came over a lot at the end, eh?
Could have waited just
Like she missed that guard by a ton. Do you play just back
I know,
line
but
and try to get to the nose of it? Do you think that's possible?
How much here,
I don't
Merle?
think so.
I don't feel that one, Cher.
You don't feel that one?
No.
Okay.
Will it curl?
Well, what do you feel?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Can you go like right
You
beside
can't.
it
Yeah,
here?
you can't really to get
You
shot rock.
watch Kristen Ball come down with soft weight and move the rock over into this area here, and that obviously is still there, but it can jam on either one of those 2 rocks. This is the problem here. The 2 at the back. Chances are you either come down with a lot of weight and run it through this opening, but that's really dangerous. If you ever stick it on one of the reds, it's a possible score of 3.
Yeah, she can
I'd love to hit it, Linda, but that's dangerous, isn't it?
But Sherry, the only thing is,
No, I didn't say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we come here, it's a pretty.
Yeah.
What else do you think?
Well, you can go right here, right?
Yeah. Well, but that right there, to get shot rock, she just comes and taps it out too, right? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I don't mind making her play over there because you throw that little bit. Whatever. I think let's try to get it there. Separate it as much and get shot.
So I threw here once before, and I think I just drew to the pin, right? I drew back 4 here, and I was edge. So this should be close.
That'll be close, Steph.
So the hit is dangerous. You want to play a draw. So now you think through where you want the draw to be. And the one little point they've made is you've got a player in Caitlin Laws who is struggling a bit with the intern and a little bit with the feel for weight. So a quiet intern tap is a tough shot. Even if this rock doesn't have it up perfectly buried, you still at least put the pressure on your opposing skip.
Great thinking by Sherry Anderson, I thought, kind of whispering to her skipper. We don't mind her throwing down that straight side. And as you just mentioned, her intern's been really dodgy. So get this in the right spot. Caitlin's going to have to make a good one.
Final stone of the end for Stefanie Lawton.
Wait's there.
Last rock belongs to Team Jones.
Stay close for line. It's gotta go.
Man, yep.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Yep. Gotta go for line. Gotta go line. Hard line.
Very good shot, guys.
There's a brushing error. They've left that too long.
We're not there.
Wow.
Wow is right.
They were just walking beside it.
A couple times.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I heard back 8.
Well, you heard it was all there at one point, yeah. So it came down on them, for sure.
We haven't really...
Yeah, it'll come down here.
I think sweet for tea.
Yeah, can't baby it here.
It'll be interesting to see now how this stone reacts in the front end for Caitlin Laws. Final stone, drawing for a couple.
Line's good. Line's good. T-line.
Heads down.
Yeah.
Don Askin on the right, Jill Officer on the left.
Yeah, keep it on.
Haven't let up on this.
Keep going.
It's dying too, though. Big scrub now trying to drag it.
Okay.
And it won't get there either.
One yellow.
And one it is, and only one for Team Jones. Caitlin Laws to tie it 4.
We'll head right back to the Canada Cup of Curling in a moment here on TSN. Sports Center will follow at 6 Eastern. And here is a look at what we're working on today. Well, the grim news from the NHL and the PA. They met with the mediator. Source telling Pierre Lebrun there was no progress. That has been confirmed and no more meetings are planned with mediators. 75 days in, this lockout is. We'll have more on that. Bob McKenzie will be by. Also, golf highlights. First round of the World Challenge. The defending champion, Tiger Woods, has won the event a record 5 times, par 3 15th. And the tee shot is long. It misses the green. It lands on a hill. And after he chipped onto the green, had that to save par, and he does drop it 2 under through 17 holes, 1 shot behind the leaders that include Keegan Bradley. Also on SportsCenter, we'll hear from the new Blue Jay pitchers that came over in the Miami Marlin deal, Mark Burley and Josh Johnson. Much more coming up. SportsCenter, the early edition, right after the curling.
Don't let the red carpet distract you. You gotta keep your focus, Mary. Fans are great, but this isn't a popularity contest. It's not about you. This is a team sport. The makeup, the fancy clothes, and the magazine covers won't get you a free pass to the finals.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Some have said that deep within the blackest seas exists a beast named the Kraken. Those people, of course,
Out here.
have never been seen again. The Kraken Black Spiced Rum.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
The mighty turducken.
Nature's majestic beast.
We already saw today Mike McEwen go to 3-0. And Jeff Stout has a chance to do the same and has a lead on Kevin Martin, but he needs a big shot here, Kathy.
Well, he's got a tough shot here, but he needs to get right to the Capital One button. They took a look at it for quite a long time. Not really sure who shot, but this is the only shot that he's got.
Well, he's going to actually wrap around the stone at the top of the forefoot. Look at that. He's got to get around that stone first, and he cannot. That little rub and roll off. Steal of 1. Martin, 6-4.
Take a look at it.
Here at Mosaic Place, home of the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League. Beautiful building. So after the missed opportunity for Caitlin Laws and Team Jones,
I was seeing it when I looked up. I'm like, ooh.
getting just the single, we're in a 4-4 tie. And here in the 8th,
I was gonna come and
Last rock belongs to Stefanie Lawton, playing the Redstones. Now we are chatting, and somebody said to me that this building with 4,500 seats might be, or the way the conversation went, somebody said, you know what, we're going to be back here again. I said, why is it? Scotty's. This might be just the perfect size for a Scotty's Tournament of Hearts.
A great building.
I just found a couple things.
Over on sheet B, lots of rocks in play. It looks like this might be an opportunity for a couple, maybe even 3 for Crystal Webster.
That is correct. Sherry Madad tried the in-off off that red one that you see right by the foam bumper. Just caught the bumper on the way by. And so this is a draw. Needs full 4, though. 2.
Just never came up for her. So Webster gets the 2 and takes the lead.
We talked in the 6th end about how clear it was what Stefanie Lawton wanted to achieve. Blank 5, go for your deuce in 6, take chances, leave opposition stones in play. This end, I'm not sure she's that clear. We saw her think about hitting a rock a moment ago, then they tried the tap back, and the tap back didn't work, so now it is Caitlin Law's team sitting 2. So it's not clear what she's trying to achieve here.
I think she's trying to get a low-risk deuce because she blanked 5, so you could hammer in 6. She got aggressive in 6, got her 2. So the plan's working, Linda, you're right, but this was an interesting call. Not either, if you're going to go for the 2, throw the corner guard. She decided to try to tap them back, but didn't make it. And now they're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, it's kind of a tap it back, hope for a mistake type end. I think she was trying. But leaving that one on the button could come back to haunt her here. This is exactly what Caitlin Laws is looking for.
Halfway.
Hey, line's
4
good.
feet. More than that.
Keep it clean.
Whoa. Halfway tight.
Okay, needs to sit.
Needs to sit. Needs to sit.
Needs to stop curling. Needs to stop curling. Needs to stop curling.
Sit down.
Sit.
Once this finish, that last 2 feet, it looks good right now, but then it just slides a little farther, curls another 6-7 inches, and exposes the shot rock.
It is tough to place a guard on this ice. It's interesting ice. It gives you lots of chances to make all kinds of shots, but a single guard is tough to make. If you're throwing the second guard, you can double guard it, fine.
Which was that?
Getting the first one in the perfect spot is tough. Now this is a player that has been struggling for Stefanie. Sherry Singler last in, 2 mistakes, a draw and a hit. She needs a big shot here.
Whoa! Whoa! If it's back! Whoa, girls!
Roll away?
You can
roll away?
No, it's gonna be close to a nose.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine, sure. I'm kind of in between. Yeah. Oh well.
Same type of weight, keep the weight soft enough to use the brushers, try to get it slightly to the inside of the nose to roll buried behind the center. This looks a hair heavier than Sherry Singler, so I'm guessing it's not going to come up to the nose.
Close. No. No. Just nose. Ooh, okay.
I just did. Just did.
Nice weight.
Always surprises me how much, I guess I did that same thing yesterday, how much the rocks will move despite the weight.
These are wonderful rocks. It's just great. And of course, Jamie Barras and his team is giving them a surface that they can make a lot of shots on.
I think so. Okay.
Sorry. Yes, it is the right ice, right?
Well, now good for you, Sherry. You don't want any doubts. You have to trust that broom, and it's a complete reset. You got out of the hack, said, yes, I believe that's the right spot. Now I'm just going to throw the weight to the broom.
Board! Clean!
Whoa!
Got it, curl! Yeah, it's board.
Got it, curl, close!
Whoa!
Now flip it. Flip it, roll it.
Great shot.
Very nice.
That was textbook, wasn't it? She wasn't sure. Took the extra minute, reset, refocused, visualized the shot, made it perfect.
I don't know if it's there.
Hey.
That's a great roll. It's not dead in behind, but in many ways that's better. A run back will not be guarding it perfectly either.
Too many throwers put it on autopilot, I find. The skip said normal, so you aim at the broom and you throw normal. You have to visualize, you have to feel it. You have to know what that spot in the ice is going to do, and that's exactly what Sherry just did.
Whoa! Whoa! Got a long way to go, actually.
Curl up. Curl up.
Oh, dear. Oh, the dreaded tick back in behind cover.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Tough luck.
Oh.
All started with a guard that overcurled by half a rock. As Linda said, they're so tough to make. A really great chance here. Sherry puts this behind the tee line. Wonderful chance for a deuce.
My hand's funny, guys. Easy.
It's all there.
Yeah, it looks like lots.
Yep.
It's through.
Shouldn't be too bad, guys. Should it?
Might grind, but
It's
gotta sit.
It's gotta sit.
It should.
It's gonna be back 8, back 12.
Should sit. Okay, Sheriff, that's good. I know. Frick. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I don't want to give up 3, so I think we gotta hit this first. Really? And then make the decision on my next one.
Okay. I'll let you decide. What kind of weight?
9.5. Alright, I think we gotta hit this now, and then we can discuss it on my next one. Got it.
Just going to simply try to hang around. She could make an aggressive play, try to get to the shot rock, freeze in there, and take away at least the 2-ender. Just hit it and stay. Pretty straight spot. So a couple of rocks hang here.
Clean.
Skip Stones. Here in the 8th, Caitlin Laws.
Yeah. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Good. Nice throw. Good brush.
Let's take a look at some of the players' numbers now. They're brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
And the overall trend is the same as coming into the game. Stefanie Lawton very consistent at 77%, and Caitlin Lawton struggling at 66%. Surprising, though, that Stefanie is so low in her draws. Won the last game earlier today on a draw to the button. It is a good strength of hers. We know her hitting game is terrific. But the teams, the players out there today have found draw weight very elusive.
7 on that.
15? Yeah.
Yeah. 14, 17. Okay, T-line to even to the back one there. Let's go.
This is a huge extra point. You've already got one locked. You want to get a second one in behind the tee line.
Tight line. Line's nice. Tight line.
Take enough ice on these two. It's so easy to have this overcurl, not be second shot.
We're two ways. Aren't we? We're two ways.
It's curling.
Where? Two ways. Okay. Whoa. We're past that. Whoa.
Looks very familiar. She did this earlier in the game. I think it was the 6th then she overcurled a rock. That's no reason for that.
There's not, Linda. It's been high in the middle since yesterday morning or the day before in practice, for that matter. And you could have put that in the back of the 4-foot and scored your 2-ender and take more ice in that shot.
Do you like it? Or?
I mean, I don't love it, but I don't love anything else. So.
What do you like?
I like the freeze, corner freeze.
Yeah.
It comes in nicely.
I know. But I don't think it's not even about tucking a piece. It's about sitting it right on the corner. She's just drawing all day.
Well, yeah, she's going to draw all day anyway, so might as well make it a little bit tougher.
think that's
You
good.
like it?
Yeah, I don't know what else there is other than the run,
Okay.
but
Make it.
Combination sliding tight, and that one was like
Oh.
over top. I'm
Oh,
seeing
okay.
this instead of that.
Okay.
That's all.
We're talking about Stefanie being inside on that last one, so that would have complicated the issue. Tight ice to begin with, and then rolled the rock and made it curl.
A little surprised they discussed the run back. If you miss the run back, it's hit for 3.
I think, you know, just putting myself in Caitlin's position, I think it's more that she doesn't have the confidence in
draw.
making this shot. So she was looking around for
Yep.
something, but this is the shot.
Just looking at the angle freeze on shot stone, top edge of the 4. Final stone for Caitlin Laws.
Line's good. Okay, line's okay now. Wait, whoa. It's all you. Wait only. Whoa, just clean. We gotta go. Okay then. Right to it. Line's pretty good. No chop.
Can't bounce.
Right to it. Right to it.
Go, go, go,
Yep,
go,
you
go,
can
go,
freeze
go.
it.
Oh, they let it drop.
That's no.
Okay, that's good.
Could have had it on that angle. They brushed a little bit more.
Better attempt out of her hand, though.
Yes,
It was
very
much
good.
closer. It's just the ice has slowed down just that hair. It's still exceptionally good surface, but we watched it last end. Same thing. It fooled them a little wee bit.
That was a really good attempt. Closes the circles down a little bit.
Yeah.
Has
At
to be
least it showed you
almost
the
to the
way here.
4 foot for the second point.
Let's
At
go.
some point, you can go wide enough here. I think it's going to be a little quicker, Linda. So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what the sweeping call here is. Once this curls, it's going to slow down a hair.
Is it the same keenness as where I
It's the
just
same
threw?
keenness to the wing
Okay.
as it is to here. Yeah.
Okay. So 14.8.
Yeah.
So has 1 point in her pocket.
Gotta go.
Needs a piece of the blue, piece of the 4 foot for 2.
Make sure. Line's good.
we
Make
gotta
sure.
go.
Go hard. Line's really good, guys. Line's real nice. It's running for you.
Kastner and Singler
Can't hurt it. Hard. You're good, but you can't hurt it.
can't hurt it. Keep dragging it. Get it there for a piece of the blue, and that's what they'll do.
Great sweeping. Great sweeping, girl. Good hollering, I knew they
With the Bell Mobile TV app, your tablet is more amazing with over 20 live TV channels. You get to watch tons of sports on TSN and TSN2. The latest news on CTV News Channel and BNN. Plus, you get access to all the best primetime shows on CTV and MTV. All this at a tap of your finger. Switch to Bell and enjoy the Bell Mobile TV app anywhere you and your tablet go.
One car travels towards an intersection with wipers that streak and clog, while another travels towards the same intersection with wiper blades that don't let them see clearly. But between them, the Michelin Man with new Michelin Stealth Wiper Blades. A revolution in wiper blade technology, combining SmartFlex construction for superior windshield contact with proven hybrid blade design for clog-free performance in rain, ice, and snow, helping you steer clear for the road ahead. New Michelin Stealth Wiper Blades. A better way forward.
Welcome to Transamerica, where together we're transforming tomorrow.
Your husband put this all together when Emma was born.
He was an amazing man.
This is for you. It's all paid off.
And this is for Emma.
So where do you think she'll go?
Anywhere she wants.
We're making people a more secure tomorrow. What can we make with you? Transamerica. Transform tomorrow.
Notice breaking, falling strands? Stop playing around. Get stronger, fuller-looking hair with new Garnier Fructis Fall Fight. A stimulating scalp massage plus a fortifying formula infused with biotin, fruit vitamins, and caffeine. With Fructis Fall Fight, you can save up to 1,500 strands a month. So effective, hair fights breaking, falling. New Garnier Fructis Fall Fight. And for a complete routine, try the Strand Saver Anti-Breakage Spray Treatment for stronger hair from root to tip.
Introducing Johnny Walker Gold Label Reserve. Freeze overnight. Pair with rich dark chocolate. And savor a taste of celebration.
It's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca. Enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for two to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships in Flims, Switzerland. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. Go to finalend.ca. We'll give you the secret word in a little while. From here in Moose Jaw, on a cold, snowy day. Milder weather, though, is in the forecast. Welcome back. Stefanie Lawton got 2 and 8, lead 6-4 as we go to 9. And now Team Jones and Caitlin Laws will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Slow last, but give it a little.
Line's good.
Thank you guys, sweep it to get it in.
I think we can go a bit more line.
Last end, Caitlin Laws got into a bit of trouble when a guard was not positioned well, so now it's up to Marlies to see if she can put a guard in front of her shot stone.
Hard, guys, hard. Hard. Hard for line two. Hard. Hard for line two. Hard. We're just tight. Hard. All the way.
Good sweeping. That's good, Marlies. Good
That's
sweep.
good.
Sorry,
Light
girls.
the floor.
Okay. Just watch it. It'll come off a little bit here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checking in on Stoughton and Martin. And Martin is sitting too, Kathy.
He is a big momentum shift with Reed Carruthers stones. He was playing some peels, and when the dust cleared, instead of lying 4, Martin was lying 2. And they've done a great job of protecting ever since. This is the draw to the button against 2.
Line's real good, guys.
Stoughton jumped out in front with a steal of 3 in the third, and then stole in 4 and 5 as well before Martin got it back on track. And now, what a great draw that is. Right to the pin. Goodness.
God, that one's over.
7-4.
Good job, guys.
Sherry Singler as we play second stones here in the ninth.
Nice shot.
Shot.
Throw. Good one, Sherry.
Good sweep.
It's been a close game and a back and forth game because both teams have that great weapon at second of the up weight and the ability to clear. Caitlin with Jill Officer, but instead of being able to peel with Jill and try and defend a lead, they are trying now to score and get back in this game.
Like to angle this one onto the yellow so that any type of takeout would drag it back onto the shot rock.
Line's good.
You can go. Most yours.
Got room.
Well, you can, but you can
Just
go
fight the 8.
Whoa.
Line's fine.
Whoa, you got to curl.
Line's really
Curl,
good.
guys. Whoa.
Can't bounce though. Needs to move still.
It's all about the line here. You can't set up a double.
Whoa.
It's a finish here.
No.
Okay.
Good.
That's one aspect of the late game house that slows down. It's a little hard for the brushers to judge those to make sure that they carry it enough to get it to the ring so it slows down to the right spot. Now it's a lot of pressure on the brushers to get those in the right spot.
Hey, sure, time out.
Yeah. Okay.
Time out. Time out.
I'll call time.
Okay.
Time.
Time out.
Time out on our sheet, whatever sheet we're on.
Time out. They got it.
I thought she might be able to throw big and just nose that and get that off.
Nose,
there,
and you might.
not.
You'll probably. Yeah, I don't know if you can. Yeah.
It's really close.
You could. You're probably you're losing this for sure, right?
Well, yeah,
like
you're
saying.
losing that, but I'm saying, can you get rid of both those?
I think you can. Nose, throw it hard.
Can't you?
I think you can get.
Can't you get nose and get
both of those
off there? Get those.
Well, I have.
We'll lose that.
Plus, what's he like right?
That's what I was thinking.
So it'll come off this guy here, and
I mean, even a hair this side,
well,
you know, to get rid of that rock.
Yeah.
Then you're pushing that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Hit it with regular, like I'd really work on keeping the
shooter.
Yeah.
Regular, you're thinking?
Firm.
Yeah, just firm regular.
Yeah,
regular,
I
okay.
think firm.
Okay, I like firm.
I like firm. Okay, yeah. Let's go, Cher. Nail it, Cher.
Rick Folks makes his way back. Both teams are given 2 90-second timeouts. And, of course, the big change this year, instead of running time, it's thinking time. So it's just 40 minutes plus 5 minutes in an extra end and 1 more timeout.
Decided on firm, right?
Yeah, like an 8.5.
Let's go, Cher.
They talked about regular. I'm glad they went with a little extra weight here. I think the second yellow will smidge hit part of the shot rock and slow it down a little bit. So you need some speed to remove both yellows, because looking at the scoreboard, that's the way you have to play your strategy. 2 up, you want to remove both enemy rocks here.
All right, we're also looking at Webster, Madaw, and Kathy.
She's trying to play a double, Vic, on the final stone by Krista Webster. She rubbed and rolled here. A double would be for 3.
Big scrub trying to hold it. 1, 2, move them far enough. 1 for sure.
2 for sure.
2, yeah.
2 it is, thank you.
Well, you talk about results, and
Almost, sorry, Joe.
it was a pretty good result for Sherry. What a great result for Sherry Singler on this sheet. Not only does she make the double, she clears her own, and her rock shoots in a little behind cover.
Great call. They wanted to hit a dead on, which would have hit the shot. It just ticked the shot rock. By getting to the inside, they got a better angle on that second one and picked it clean. Really good finish.
It's light, eh?
No.
Yes!
Good.
Yes! Oh, yep! Yes! Oh! Yep! I think so!
Hard, little roll, Kristen. That's good.
I got everything moving.
Shot.
Oh, great shot. It opens it up. You have a corner guard you can use, and you have a rock behind the tee line that's your friend also.
She just feels this.
Okay, let's go.
Sherry Anderson.
Yep. Yes! Hard. Hard, guys. Go!
Real hard! Real hard! Go, Marlies! Go! Go, go, go! Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
And we'll roll over and cover there. Stone top 12. Sitting 2 without last rock.
But that was a chance to get rid of the guard.
Sorry,
She's
guys.
actually left a double guard, leaving a rock there in front of the one in the 12-foot. And you could tell on release that Stefanie called right away. That meant it was going to curl, and Caitlin has a little bit to work with now.
Looked like she slid a little wide and then had to help it back and just oversteered it a little bit.
No, not quite. Like 14.
14-8.
The only good news for Sherry is that that's a short double raise if they do get one buried. Not ideal, though.
Line's not bad.
Line's
Yes,
good.
a little bit for line.
Yeah, we gotta go anyway.
Yeah, it's moving. Hard! All you got.
Short.
Keep it coming as far as you can go.
Right up, you got it.
Hard! All you got.
Got room.
Go, go, go. Hard! As far as you can go.
All you've got, officer, and asking.
Right back, right back.
Closer.
Giving all they've got.
Go, go, go.
Right back.
Oh, wow, and I don't think they got it there for shot.
No, but it's a great job of brushing. That one looked like it was going to come up short, and they dragged it to the house.
It's in a really neat spot, too, because I don't think you can play the red-red.
Can I
It's better not to bury in that case with that red-red combination. And you have to watch that side red one if you try and make a play on the yellow.
That's why Jill's previous shot was so good, by getting the red one behind the line.
You're jamming dead on here. I think we run the yellow, the red onto the red, and try and pick the yellow. It's thin, I know, but.
Well, if you don't like that, what do you like? Release is saying this.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind that. You hit this thin, even if you peel this off, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't want to leave any stuff up there.
No, I don't want any stuff up there, so I like that. You might be able to get it going.
It's there, but they have to get the second rock incredibly thin. So probably a third of the top one, certainly no more than half. If you hit too much of the top one, the second one will go straight through and miss the yellow. Really thin on this out-turn side. That's pretty tight ice.
It's very tight ice. You're thinking peel, and you think about where you want to hit that one. It's a very thin peel.
Whoa! Whoa! No! Whoa! Yeah!
That was a flare. Going after the one in the house now.
Oh.
Dear.
It's curious that today that Sherry's up weight has really been a problem for her.
Yeah, it almost looks like she's trying to overthrow them. Like a lot of extension with her arm, Linda. Looks like she's giving it a real shove.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it's awfully hard to be accurate when you throw that extra.
Yeah, it's almost like she's sliding out a bit out of control, that she's trying to kick really hard, and then she's got to actually add some more because she's a little off balance. The whole thing just isn't working for her today.
Yeah. Okay.
These angles are better now for the Lawton team. You can hit that front red one just about anywhere and make the yellow one go away.
Yeah? You want to go down there? Or?
I don't know.
I'd have to play it thin. Can I? Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's either that or can we split mine?
What?
Can we split our own?
I don't think she likes it.
No. She doesn't even know what we're saying.
No, I think.
I was just trying to see if there's a way of. Oh, that's hard. I was wondering if we could do this, but that's almost impossible.
If we come here, she'll have a tough
She's
time
ripping
not
that.
jamming.
You have to leave it here, though.
Yeah, it's got to be right.
If it comes here,
that's not
great.
Awful though, because then at least I still have this.
What's this? She'll follow it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think we got to draw.
Or even here, it's like not horrible.
Yeah, anyway.
Even's not bad, but
then
like
she might just play
shot.
that though. I like half on the floor.
So you want a little more weight than my last
it's
one,
more like a 4.5 here. It's,
yeah.
Like you can't baby it here.
Take care over here.
Well, you've got to like the way those are staggered out front if you're Team Jones and Caitlin Laws.
Yeah, and the yellow that is partly open on the outside side could jam on the back red, so a chance to sink one here. Sit two. At least one buried.
Pretty good.
Did she shake?
Yeah. T-line. T-line back four. Where?
Line only.
Now they back off. Asking officer.
Back four.
You want to stay closer than that red one.
Miscommunication on that.
Yeah.
That was brutal communication.
There you go. You heard Jill Officer.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't need to be on
Like
it.
it was going to go early, and
You know, that's one thing that I noticed the difference between Caitlin Laws and Jennifer Jones is
for third shot.
how vocal they are in situations like that. Caitlin is more of a hand signal unless you're looking, but where Jennifer is yelling, you can hear Jennifer. And I'm just wondering if sometimes you get that there they got caught on it.
It's possible, Vic. Just a little bit different style.
Let's go.
In fairness, both teams were light on that same shot, just a hair tighter broom 2 ends ago. Going out a little wider, there's a very good chance that was a quicker spot, but as Jill Officer said, they didn't communicate.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's close to peel. Please. Peel, whoa, whoa.
Other way. Great shot.
Oh, goodness. Give her the chance.
Thank you. Good call. Good call.
Threw it a little harder.
No.
We got a good result.
A little staggered.
We talked in our opening, and Stefanie's proved us right. Perfect hit and roll in the first end. A really thin across the top shot in the second end. A double peel in the second end. She's made a lot of hits.
So this is normal. So it's heavier.
It's heavier here, yeah.
Still a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Right back. Right back. Hard.
For shot Stone, edge of the 4.
Nice weight, Caitlin.
Move.
Perfect weight. They just didn't get the finish they expected.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
No. It's that fine line out there.
Man. Are you throwing?
Yeah, I think firm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one was supposed to peel.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw firm this time.
Okay. Okay.
I have a bit of ice.
All right,
Here,
let's go. Make it get out of there.
Yeah, make it roll away.
Yeah.
The beauty with her first. Oh, it's moving now. Got to get it by their own.
Good
Catch the corner, yes. 2 beauties. Thrown by Stefanie Lawton.
Good throw. No, it didn't. Was that your hair snug? You called them on right away.
No.
Maybe?
Well, you can only see half the rock.
Got it, Cal.
Yeah, that's my hair.
She had the perfect weight on the first one, just needs to repeat that throw.
Trying for a single. Needs
Line's
full.
fine. It's all you.
Full 8 foot.
It's all you. Line's good.
T-line.
Not moving.
T-line.
Once again,
T-line.
terrific front end of Vaskin and Officer. Pounding it all the way down.
Hard, you can go. Drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it.
Full, need full, need every bit of that white. And they'll get it there for a single.
Making you work.
Yes.
A lot of work for a single point, and still leaves them trailing by 1, coming home. Stoughton is sitting 1, 2, and 3, and final stone coming up from Kevin Martin.
Well, and Jeff made a great shot on his last one. He hit one of Martin Stone's into his own, removed the other Martin Stone in the house. So it is 3 that Kevin Martin faces. Needs to draw full 4, and he has struggled with draw weight today.
Kennedy and Ebert down low as always. It's a familiar sight. They try and drag it. Wow. And it won't get there. Steal of 3, and it's over. And Jeff Stoughton will win 3 in a row to start this year's Canada Cup. Make the final 10-4 as Martin goes to 1 and 2, and Stoughton is now 3-0. And so Stoughton keeps pace with Mike McEwen, who won his 3rd earlier today. Cooey at 2-1. Everyone else on the downside, including Brad Gushu, still looking to win his 1st.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Introducing new Captain Morgan Silver Spiced Rum. To make it legendary, start with Captain Morgan Silver Spiced Rum. Add soda and finish with a hit of lime. New Captain Morgan Silver Spiced Rum. Signature spice, legendary smooth.
Walked on a tread climber by Bowflex.
Introducing the new line of tread climber machines by Bowflex. The fitness breakthrough that burns up to 3.5 times the calories of a treadmill, and all you do is walk.
Being a single mom, the last thing I wanted to do was go spend another hour or 2 in the gym. First time in my life I feel like I've actually found something that works. I lost 50 pounds. The tread climber feels effortless. I'm genuinely happy with myself.
Treadmills, steppers, and ellipticals only work your body in one direction, but the tread climber's 3-in-1 design combines all 3 motions, so you can burn more calories in as little as 30 minutes 3 times a week.
I always had this skinny me in my head, and I wanted to try to be that person. I lost 73 pounds. The person I was before, I want to shake her and say, you could have changed your life way earlier.
Call or go to walktc.ca for your free information kit today. you'll see how in just 30 minutes you can burn up to 3.5 times the calories of a treadmill, and without the stress that running can put on your joints.
Before I lost the weight, the first thing that entered the room was my gut. Now it's my chest. I lost 45 pounds and I feel fantastic. The Tread Climber got my body back to where I was in college.
And introducing the Bowflex Buyback Guarantee. Try a Tread Climber in your home for a full 6 weeks. If you don't see incredible results, we'll give you your money back, guaranteed. And right now, Bowflex invites you to put a bow on it and enjoy the season with a great deal. You can bring a Tread Climber into your home with special holiday financing for 12 months.
I tried a lot of other equipment. Nothing worked like the Tread Climber did. I am now smaller than I was pre-pregnancy. 88 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
This machine is a miracle.
It's a walking workout.
What could be easier than that?
So call or go online to walktc.ca for your free info kit and new online brochure. That's walktc.ca.
The new darker, bolder spice rum from Captain Morgan.
Of course, you won't miss a thing with Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage. And off we go, Sheet B. And one red right on the pot. That belongs to Crystal Webster from Calgary and has a chance for another.
She sure does. Another draw for 2 points and get the lead once again. It's gone back and forth this entire game.
I was hoping you were going to add something to it.
That was great analysis.
After you said she
sure does.
She sure does. Well, thanks very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. She's
Nice.
here. Kathy's here all week.
Thanks.
She only works 9
Yeah,
ends.
that's it. Boy, draw for 2. She sure did. Thank you, Kathy.
She works all morning and we give her trouble.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, sorry, Kath.
Welcome back. Stefanie Lawton will have the hammer coming home. Up by 1, 6-5 over Team Jones. As Lawton looks to go to 4-0.
Line's green. Actually, not bad. Top 4.
Make it good.
Wait if you can, Phil. Wait if you can.
Make it good. Make it good. Line's curling in nice.
Keep going.
Finish it. Hard, 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 hard. Go, 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 go. Good brush. Nice job.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. And the secret word is clean. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word, clean, for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships in Flims, Switzerland.
Just board. Easy. Clean. Easy. Whoa. Off. No. Off.
It'll catch you.
Stay close. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sit.
Nice
Sit.
shot, Cher. Shot, Cher.
Nice shot by Sherry there. That was just about fully buried. Around there pretty easily and hung around.
For Stefanie Lawton, though, I would think you're looking at the front of that house, the free guard zone, and going, I don't necessarily like those stones out there.
No, she doesn't. Now, the one tick was made, not the first one. There's still a long guard out in front. The one tick was made. The shooter, you're right, Dick, didn't roll all the way out, but the one side of the sheet is available for a draw to the button. So that's what you've got in your mind as a skip. You want at least one way you can get there.
Curling a lot. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're coming up the other side. Sit. Good. Sorry.
Sorry.
Rip the guard.
Yeah. Feel this way. Sure. Clean. Easy. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Whoa.
Nice throw, Cher.
Atta
Shot,
girl.
Cher. Good one. Shooting.
behind you there, Steph. Okay.
Just past halfway.
Just past halfway, she said? Yeah.
Need to put this guard in a little bit tighter. That was an awfully long way away from that shot rock. Maybe in the 2, possibly 3 position.
Halfway. Yeah, I can go early a bit. Curling.
Halfway. Just halfway.
We talked about how difficult it is to place guards, but as long as this is somewhere near center line, even if it doesn't guard the one in the house, it's still a good shot.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Bring it inside. Hard. Hard. Got across. Go, 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 go.
Good.
Well, it's time now for the game story. It is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best.
A big part of the story is the ability of Stefanie Lawton to play those takeouts. In the first end, she made some great hits, including a double to force the single, and in 6 made a double for the deuce, and the numbers are still a little lopsided. Stefanie Lawton at 76%, and Caitlin Laws down in the 60s.
Yep. Let's go, Ben.
Okay, good call. That's a little less than snow, I think.
Yeah,
finish more.
A little bit early.
Halfway.
Hard early.
What'd she say?
Line's okay.
Hey, it's holding up. Line's fine.
Line's fine, I think.
Line's good.
Where are you? Halfway.
Just halfway.
Not very deep.
Yep. Hard.
Go.
Hard. More.
Yelling halfway, but it's definitely slowing down in the slide path a little bit, as it always does in most arena situations.
Sorry. It's good. Kirsten, can you stop for a second? Sorry. Go, Kirsten.
I think Sherry Anderson's glad those 2 throws are over with. She struggled a little bit today, especially the latter part of this game with those slides, and those peels were nicely made.
Good throw, Cher. Very nice.
Thanks. Well, I come a little shaky, but I got her on track.
Good for her. She's been around too long to sugarcoat things, I'm sure. And literally, you want...
You can still draw through that hole, can you not?
Yeah.
You want that kind of honesty, don't you, if you're
I think it's great, and it's nice because some people have trouble expressing that, and they lose confidence if they say it out loud. I'm struggling, I'm having trouble with something, but if you just admit it and then recover from that, yeah, the next one will be better. That's a great way to approach it.
Well, you're learning all the time, and if I come down there and try to deny that I was narrow, where do you put the burn for the next shot? You have to have that feedback.
Yeah, line's tight.
Go early. Hey, line's fine. You're going to have to finish it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to finish it. Keep her going as far as you can go.
Not very heavy again.
These brushers have worked very hard today.
Have they ever?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hi. Good.
Good brush. Really tight?
Yeah, like on the E. So, Steph, he'll wait. Pull her out.
Trying to keep things open. Give herself a chance if she needs to get to that 4-foot.
Nice throw. Thanks. Good sweep. Good throw. Thanks. It looks like more room down there.
Our clock's
Does
still
it?
running.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Not really. That'd be an easy double.
She's not any chance of jamming onto hers.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you had on your first.
When you think through these situations, you look at the house first of all. The nice thing for Stefanie Lawton is she does have second shot in the house, so she has a little room to play with her choices on her last, and that also makes Caitlin think about the positioning of this rock and what she wants Stefanie to face.
Watch. Okay, so I think she got out.
So a tight guard.
Let's go, Kale.
Final stone for Team Jones and
Clean.
Caitlin Laws trailing by 1.
Weight's good. Just clean.
Line's nice. Tight.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let it work, let it work.
Whoa.
No, line's fine.
No, line's fine. Over curling.
Needs to sit. Needs to sit.
A little deeper, so there's not much more time to curl. This has to slow down.
Sit.
Sit down.
Sit. Stop curling.
No.
Almost.
That's all she's got, huh?
I think so, Vicky. You could try to tap it, but it's visually it's not going to look good from the hack for sure. It looks buried.
Time, please. Time.
So the
Okay, they got it. Okay.
second timeout being taken by Stefanie Lawton, and Rick Folk will make his way to the ice.
That's
No,
a little
I like
snug
him
on
a
that.
little bit
Yeah,
there.
that
I
looks
like right
perfect.
there.
Yeah,
I think it was not to talk to Rick. That wasn't the point of the timeout. They just wanted some breathing room as far as the time clock going. Just
Still
makes
nice
you
here,
relax a
Sharon?
little more in the hack.
Rick thought so. Rick took a few steps towards it and then just turned around.
Yeah. Like, I think to center it's got a little bit stick there, but like
I think Rick wanted to throw it. He was one of the best at this particular shot, especially late in the game.
yeah, they're still gliding pretty good some of their times. 14.5, yeah.
Boy,
14.7 I think is pretty good.
you take that ice just outside the where the guard is. You almost have to look at that guard and not believe it's there.
Exactly, because this rock at the far hogline will still be visually on that guard and until it takes that late break. You're right. And we know it's a little slower in the path here, so they have to be a bit aggressive here.
So right now we're going to go an extra end.
Line's great.
Sherry Anderson thinks it's good. Singler and Kasner, it's all up to them now. Oh, needs to dig in now, needs 4. Needs full 4, maybe a little rubble, take some steam out of it, and it does. Make the final 7-5. And Sherry Lawton and the team from the Granite and Saskatoon improved their record to 4-0.
It was a 13-9, I think.
And the team of Jennifer Jones, skipped by Caitlin Laws, lose their first. They are now 2-1.
Yeah, just enough to turn it the other way.
So one game remains on the ice in this fifth draw.
Hi, Tom.
Thanks for watching.
And it's on sheet B, Crystal Webster playing Red Stones from the Glencoe Club in Calgary against Sherry Madaw, her team from the Coldwater and District, Coldwater, Ontario. 7-6.
Do you want to call a time? In case?
Webster leading. Madaw does have the last rock, but it is, as you look at that house,
This one seems to actually curl a bit.
Madaw has one, locked T-line and covered.
Yeah, just grab the hole, right? Okay.
We just have to be careful
So you
not
wanna
to
do-
overthrow, because you don't want to open up that back one, right?
Yeah, I do. Remember they ran, and it's just high, right?
A 1-2 or?
Well, I just think it doesn't matter really, just up there.
Looks like the straight guard. You're going to play the out-turn cross, the center line guard, and fill that opening on the
Just a high
right-hand
guard
side
in
of the
that
sheet.
hole.
Because Sherry does have a yellow tap to sit too.
What do you want for guard?
Sherry Madaw's third. Joanne Rizzo just made a nice shot to rearrange the situation on the other side around the 4-foot, so that red stone combination is not as usable. So Crystal's in a bit of a pickle here.
Yep, a little bit
So skip stones to play, and the first from Crystal Webster.
Okay, over and off. Okay, whoa, we're over curling.
Over and off.
Over curling.
Over and off.
Okay, no, you really can't go.
Bounce off that yellow
Flip
might
that.
help.
No, Jared.
Sorry.
Just a reminder, Sports Center, Rod Smith has been with you all afternoon, updating you
Right.
on what's happening around the sports world. He'll be
Okay,
in
let's
the
anticipate, okay?
chair this evening.
Because I just missed that guard. Well, I know, but then you curled too much. Yeah. Back line. Well, that's a bit more than Joe's, right? Back line.
To get through that.
So then we need a little less ice. Little less, Joe, because I'm throwing a bit more weight than you. Yeah, that was that. Okay. So what do we need?
Two ways to make this. You could throw a little firmer weight, like a back line, hit half of the yellow at the top and spin it off the red one, or you can just play the straight draw, just tap it straight up.
I think from the sounds of it, we haven't watched this ice. They're concerned about getting through this hole.
Lee Merklinger, Lee Armstrong, the front end. You can hear Joanne Rizzo. They're through the hole. They're through the hole. Look for the little bump up. Oh, honey.
We need to try and keep the shooter there.
It did roll away and open it up a little bit. That's still a pretty teeny hole that they're playing through.
Yeah, great shot just the same. That was not simple.
Sorry, Joe, we just needed to try and keep the shooter there.
Well, I know, I just...
Okay.
A little less weight, really, is the only way you're going to keep the shooter there. It's still a good shot.
Mark Johnson has come out to talk with Team Webster. They've called timeout.
What kind of weight do you want?
Just back line, though, because we got to sit right there.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Marky, can you see all the ankles for us? Just look what's lined up. She's going to nose it.
Woof, that's not a lot of room there. There's also an out-turn slash. You could hit a lot of that red one on the top of the 8-foot on the out-turn side into the yellow.
Back line, just right on the nose.
Could come down this way with a not too hard a shot. Just tap it out this way because these are lined up that they will go that way with some weight. But you can't see a lot of that red rock there, so they've decided to try to get through that hole. It's all speed here because anything extra, we know it runs. We saw one earlier in the end. Sherry was just light enough to get through there.
Sherry Madaw has 2. She has her winning points in the 4-foot. Final stone, Crystal Webster. Aaron Carmody working the house. Terry Lynn Ramsey, Sam Preston on the brush. Big scrub trying to get it through the hole, coming up fast on that center line guard, and it's going to crash, and Madaw will pick up the win, getting 2 here in 10. Make the final 8-7 as Webster loses her second, and Madaw picks up a second win. So Stefanie Lawton with the win over Team Jones now is all alone in first place at 4-0, followed by Jones, Nedwin, Madon Webster at a 500, Carey and Overton Clapham still looking for their first wins.
The 2012 Capital One Canada Cup is brought to you by Ford. Go further. By Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the exceptional women of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And by WFG, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG.
Back with you at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see Mike McEwen tied for the top of the standings at 3-0 with Jeff Stoughton as he goes against Kevin Martin at 1-2 in what you have to think is a must-have for the gold medal winner from Vancouver. So till then, on behalf of everyone, thank you for joining us here in Moose Jaw and the Capital One Canada Cup On Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.
It's not going to be about give and take or the good of the game anymore. It's just they got to win.
This is Sports Center.
The old hunting grounds. Tiger returns to the site of his breakthrough, beginning his title defense at the PGA World Challenge. Day 75 of the lockout. Both sides meet again. Apparently no progress is made, and it could be the end of mediation. Even without hockey, there's fighting at the Garden.
Oh, Humphreys and Rondo get into it.
A day after the brawl in Boston, the association responds. And with Major League Soccer's biggest star saying goodbye to the Galaxy, we're bending it like Beckham in the SportsCenter Top 10.
It's trademark Beckham.
Beginning with some golf, the first round of the World Challenge from Thousand Oaks, California, the defending champ, Tiger Woods, hosting the field of 18, and he has won this tournament 5 times after opening with 3 straight pars, setting up another on 4, shooting 1 under through 7, at even on 10, and an excellent approach coming up here. But 125 out, and sets up a birdie chance. It's nicely done to move it to 2 back of the lead. Unable to capitalize, leaving the putt just a touch shy. And meanwhile, a day after news broke that anchored putting will be banned by 2016, Keegan Bradley still putting belly style. Can't birdie 14. He did shoot a 369, however. And following a birdie on 11, Tiger dropping another on 13 to move to 1 back of the lead. And then after overhitting the green on 15, he gets on, and he would save his par. On 16, still flirting with a little trouble here. He can't get out from the rough, from under a tree. He'd eventually reach the green, and from 10 feet out, he makes par once again. Woods with just 1 bogey on the day, and then with a chance for a birdie and a share of the lead on 17, this one. Just missing a little left, despite getting into more trouble in the back 9. Taps in for par on 18. He finished the opening round with a 2 under 17. It is Nick Watney, the leader, after the first round at 5 under. Watney had 5 top 10 finishes on tour this year. World Challenge, an 18-player event that benefits Woods charities. It has a $4 million purse that includes $1 million to the winner.
SportsCenter Golf Report is brought to you by the new VRS